Hello. Hello. That's live, Matt, just so you know. We live stream every time now.
How come?
Oh, look at this.
Look at you.
Nope, still fat. Wow, you all right? You just trying to be Travis?
No. Travis's laugh.
Yeah. Oh. Should it be more?
Pause.
Should it be more sex? Or...
Quiet now, please get ready to go.
Like he's excited about it. Sure, I'll take some. Oh, is that you? You messaging me?
Nope.
It is. Ah, screw that guy. All right. The random is you got that right?
Are we live on here or
What do
live
you
on
mean by do I got that?
Well, I sent it to you yesterday, right? Last night. The classics figures. And you did nothing.
Did I even bring my phone?
Gosh, crap.
I don't think I did. Well, yeah, but it's what I said, isn't it? We talked about it.
The 10 figures and
10?
Yeah. You can do whatever you want. It's our show.
I'm not gonna do 10.
I think I did 10. As long as one of us does 10, I think it'll be cool.
Yeah, you do
wing
your
it.
10 and we'll throw in our pot shots
There you go.
around it.
I also have a list of I told people to ask me questions to answer on there. So I have my
That's right, you do. I saw he has his own like
Typical
side
Matt
questions.
Rodriguez.
I have
Yes.
random.
Well, it's episode 50. It's got to be like special, right? Special.
And he wonders why everybody says he has a big ego, but he comes in and he makes the show by himself.
I'm coming on the show tonight. Want to ask me questions?
Yeah, you wanna-
For... God, you're
I love it.
attractive.
They want
I love
insight.
it.
They want
I love
insight on both of your relationships with each other, obviously, because half of the questions were basically, I think they're asking me, would I pick Jeremy or Steve for X, Y, or Z specifically? So we'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay, it's gonna be good. I'm excited.
So
yeah. Can we maybe pull this out a little?
yeah, I don't want to
bit,
block
so-
your face.
Yeah.
I don't want to see
How are we
that
gonna?
mug.
Well, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I'm not very attractive.
Yes, you are. But don't lie to yourself. Okay.
No, you need to get that. It's not gonna work.
Why is it not going to work?
No, you can leave it. You can. I mean, that's fine.
I want it by your face. I don't want you to.
Yeah.
Okay. So something more, a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you got to move up, just move. It doesn't
No,
matter.
that's fine.
Nobody. I can just do this. Hey,
Hey.
hey, 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 hey.
Live. Welcome back to Podcasters of the Universe. I'm Steve Busciotti.
For the record, I'm going to read the entire itinerary for PowerCon, so you guys are going to know exactly what's going on.
Is it long?
It's the itinerary of what we have to do.
But I can go through it pretty quick.
Okay.
That's like my news. It's like all PowerCon news.
Now, this live stream, are you guys doing, is this just for your supporters or
Yeah.
for your whole fan base?
Just
Yeah,
for
just for the supporters.
So I wouldn't be able to see what I'm seeing right now.
Unless
You
I
would-
sent you the link. You know, if you were a supporter of our Patreon, you could.
And how do you do that?
You just donate $1 or more to our Patreon every month.
And what do I type in? So I go to patreon.com and I type in what?
I would assume the podcasters of the universe.
Okay, the Podcasters of the Universe. And
No
then,
one's listening to us right now, except for the person who already knows how to do it.
Yeah.
Because they're listening to it.
oh,
So you're not.
I'm trying to
I know you were. I know what you're trying to do,
I'm trying
but
to
we're
sell
not
you guys.
recording even yet. So.
Wow.
It's all right. You'll get this one of these days.
Oh,
We love you, man.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's funny.
Now, do your live listeners hear that music right
They
now?
do not hear that music now.
Okay.
That's the sacrifice they have to make. But there's nobody watching right now. If they want to watch later, they can too. I'm sure some people overseas and whatnot can't exactly watch as we go along. Oh man, it's almost time. Which one's mine?
Podcasters of the Universe, episode 50.
Episode 50.
Wow. Episode 50.
50, dude.
That's 2 times 25.
That's 100 minus 50.
10 times 5.
5 plus 0?
That's 5. That's 5. Yeah.
All right. That has been episode 50.
All right.
Wasn't my strong suit in school. Math.
Math, right.
And yet, you sell cars.
And his name is Matthew. Whoa!
Should have been math me.
Math me. Because he needs to learn how to math.
Well, we're here,
Hi.
me and Jeremy, and
And our third wheel.
Matthew. Rodriguez.
My wife is gonna kill me, rip off.
I am. My wife's gonna kill me.
And a cameo from Pete.
I feel like when you say third wheel, I'm picturing like the bicycle with the 2 training wheels on it, but you only have 1 training wheel on the back. So you're screwed if you lean the opposite way. But you're safe if you lean
You're
on
more of a
that wheel.
sidecar?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
you're
think
the
so.
sidecar to our Po2 motor scooter.
Obviously, Jeremy's got his legs wrapped around you, and you're grabbing the handlebars, right? And then I'm just
I
in
don't
the
know,
sidecar
man. We
for the
just
ride.
do it. Feels natural. I don't think about it.
We just show up and do it.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Congratulations to you guys on episode 50.
Here we are.
It
Isn't that
feels like
crazy?
just it feels just like yesterday where you guys were like, we're gonna do this show, and Steve's like, I don't know if I'm gonna have enough time for it, but I'm gonna make time for it. I need to find the right co-host, and then I think it was at Tulip City, one of my Comic Cons. I remember looking through Artist Alley and looking on the stage where the My Wife crew was doing kind of a live podcast, and you were in your Ghostbusters uniform.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you guys
interviewed
were
me there.
Yeah, they were interviewing
It
you.
was Pete and you, right?
Yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah.
Sparks.
I think it might have been when. Was it the year that Travis was all screwed up?
But I don't.
Quado, the hernia.
Oh, I don't think so. I think
Yes,
that
it was.
Was it?
It was.
It was the same year.
He did not bend that year. He just shot.
He just shot.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So-
then you took over his little spot, didn't you?
I did. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
So that's cool.
There we go.
Pete McCarthy off
Hey,
mic.
That is weird, 'cause
Off mic.
didn't my
Sincerely, congrats on 50 episodes.
Thank you, Pete.
So,
I mean, you poop all over us, but I think it's with love.
and you love it, which
Yeah.
helps.
I enjoy it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And we appreciate you letting the guys use your studio here at Cloud9.
Yeah, well, that's probably going to change here shortly. So they're not the best at taking care of themselves.
Okay.
So
Yeah. We do leave
So-
quite the mess behind.
No, 50 episodes. That's absolutely amazing. Good for you guys. Took you twice as long to get there as my wife's going to kill me. Not saying. I'm just saying. You know.
Well, that's
so, You know.
Well, I mean,
So,
Pete mentioning it takes twice as long to get to 50 as mine was going to kill me. Well, we're a bi-weekly podcast. That's exactly true.
he knows how to math.
But it's also bi-weekly. That's how you say non-dedicated. Okay,
Yeah.
I wasn't sure how that.
I had brought up at one point doing it weekly,
All Pete's jokes are getting lost because he's not on a mic.
and I think
I think that Jeremy is going to invite me on, and we're going to do a POTU 2.0, and it's going to slay. It's absolutely going to slay. So,
yeah.
but I'm going to get out of here, you guys, and you guys have fun doing your show. Sincerely, though, it's absolutely awesome what you guys have created in the world of Motu, and you guys have made some cool friends. Steve was just dropping all their names on our episode a few days ago, which is great.
I heard it.
I will sincerely also say that I am bummed that I was not able to make PowerCon with you guys, because I think it would be an absolute blast, just hanging out and doing our thing and whatnot. But I'm not Big Money Bishotti, so I can't be PowerCon and Disney and San Francisco Giants game all kind of in the same weekend. He's like throwing out the first pitch or something too, I heard. So
Oh yeah,
I can't.
Better stand on the mound.
Is that what
though.
you're doing?
Better stand on the mound.
I can't swing all that, but hope you guys have a blast. Bring back some cool info. I will give credit where credit's due. And in regards to Steven going last year, did nothing for us. So see you guys.
Thanks, Pete.
bye Pete.
Thanks, Pete.
See, we have little guest cameos and everything.
You never know what's gonna happen.
Especially on episode 50.
Yeah, episode 50 is like it's such a big deal. They closed the highway down.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, they brought in a carnival.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't for this, but there is a carnival
Oh yeah.
coming. Yeah, North Muskegon. But
Oh yeah. My band's playing that.
there you go.
The lady who runs that.
Yeah.
She was on my talk show thing,
Yeah.
and I had no idea. Like, she goes, "You're going to be playing our thing next Friday," and I said, "I am." She's like,
Nice.
"Yeah, the North Muskegon thing."
Hey, you get to a point where the talent just shows up.
Yeah.
The talent just shows
They
up.
just, I literally find out the week of. They go, "Yeah, we're here this week." Oh, yeah, okay. Even though I'm the one who makes the schedules. Anywho.
So 50 episodes, roughly 100 weeks. That puts us what? There's 52 weeks in a year. That puts us right around the year mark right now. I think our year mark it wasn't a September date.
I think it was August.
Mate, was it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was August.
Yeah, because I just saw like a year ago today, I shared something that said we were almost at our year episode anniversary.
Okay, so this is good. So,
So this
we're
is pretty close
to
to
2
2
years.
years. Yeah.
2 years coming here and podcasting, which really has flown. Doesn't seem like 2 years.
No.
Did I think that we would make 50 episodes? Hell yeah, because this is easy.
We just show up and we just have fun.
It's like
talking
riding a
about
bike
stuff
with a
we
sidecar.
Yeah, it is just like riding a bike with a sidecar.
like.
So,
That's awesome.
yeah.
No, it's been good. I'm not sick of it whatsoever. My love for Masters is through the roof. I'm loving the interaction we have between us, our guests, we actually at one point tried to get Matt to be our third feller on the show,
Yeah.
but he said, "I'm too good for you guys."
He loves to play hard to get. He is like
He
so
is
like,
too.
hey guys, I wish I was part of your show, and he throws digs at us all the time.
Yeah.
He changed the name of our little thread to, we have a little thread on Messenger, and he changed it to
That's right.
the podcasters of the universe and Matt. He's always
It's
throwing
true.
these subtle hints that
Listen, I learned how to change those thread titles, and I've been doing that a little bit.
he likes to act like he feels like he's being excluded.
All
But
I'm
really,
saying,
we
We've been
extended
trying, yeah.
the invitation, and he's like, no, I'm not. I'm
He's
too
like,
cool.
"No,
I'm
no,
way
no.
too
You
cool
guys
for
got
that.
your show. You guys are cool.
No, you guys, the chemistry between you guys is so perfect. I do not want to ruin that, first of all. And second of all, it's the drive. It's the hour drive, hour back. If it was a 10-minute drive, even if it was a half an hour drive, I'd be here every single time I could. It's just when I get a chance to officially not work the job I'm working and do the stuff I want to do, you guys are right there, priority number 4 with what I want to do.
Hey, at least we're made the top 10, man.
But because it's bi-weekly, is that technically the term? Bi-weekly would be twice
Every
a week.
other
that you
week.
said. Yeah, every other week. You said that earlier.
I think
No.
it's about, yeah.
Bi-weekly. I don't know. That's how they
No.
call how I get paid. I get paid every other week.
Yeah.
I get paid bi-weekly.
Okay. I guess we'll agree to disagree.
I think.
No, you're right.
Listen, podcasters of the universe, why don't you chime in on Steve's Facebook page and let him know what does bi-weekly mean? Because I think I'm wrong, but I could be right. Anyways, I would be here every time, and I would love to accept that offer. But just like the offer of a specific He-Man figure that was offered to me this past week, I had to adult and cringe and pass up the offer. We might talk about that later, but I had to pass up a specific offer, and I want you guys to know that I am here for you every step of the way. Anytime you need someone to talk to. I love you guys.
We would like to talk to you every other Tuesday night at
Son of
7 o'clock.
Yep.
Well, we'll see let's see what we can
For
do
now.
maybe after PowerCon.
There we go.
I'll talk to my wife and see if we can put aside some fuel funds, and we'll see what we can do.
All right.
All right. Awesome. So I mean, it's gone by super quick.
It's been gone by super quick. I mean, I don't want to sit and drag on about it. It's 50 episodes. It's not really a big deal. And the reason I'll tell you why 50 episodes is not really a big deal.
Okay.
Because we're going to do like 500 episodes.
Right.
And when you listen to this big shebang about 50, we're going to be like, we were all excited about 50.
Right.
That's nothing because we ain't stopping.
No.
Right.
So
I think it's more for your fans that it's this kind of little milestone point to
Yeah,
land
I mean,
on
it looks neat.
to give them something cool.
yeah, it is. We are going to give them something cool.
Yeah.
One of them, anyways.
Yeah.
You want to talk about that now?
I think we should get into that.
All right.
So,
Jeremy?
well, we've been talking about a giveaway. And of course, we have some for the patrons of the universe. You like that name? I came up with that myself.
It makes sense.
But this one we want to extend to all of our listeners because we love you all. And without you, we'd still do this anyway. But it is nice to talk to you guys and have your support and meet you. And you guys send us stuff, so why can't we do it in return? So, we do there's some chaos out there.
And I will say for your listeners, I looked through this pile of stuff that you guys are giving out, and I want your listeners to know, number one, hi Penny Dreadful, nice to see you. Nice to hear you. I'll see you in a couple of weeks. Number two,
See you next week.
It's more
Next
than
week.
it's less than a couple of weeks.
I specifically said to these guys off air that this is like at least 2 prizes worth of stuff. I'm just so impressed, to be completely honest, of the generosity of these guys, because I looked at it, I'm like, man, why don't you guys split this up into two boxes or something and give 2 people something? And this is how they responded to that.
Well, I had yeah, no. I'm gonna go live on the Facebook thing. So if any of you guys, yeah,
Live on the Facebook thing.
on the Facebook thing.
Well, I'm looking at, while he's going live on the Facebook thing, I'm looking at one of the presents that's going to be one of the items that will be included in this giveaway, which is a golden book. It's a vintage golden book, Masters of the Universe, the Sword of Skeletor, where whoever this artist is was really into skinny Motu people. Because
Yeah, those are very thin. It's like they were modeled after real people.
yeah, and I'm not, it's pretty cool. But at the same, I kind of like it. Feels like I just want to give them some steroids.
Yeah, they need to be a little hulky.
Yeah.
Plus the underwear looks more like satin or something.
Oh, let me check the underwear out.
Yeah, see, it's got like stripes
Oh,
rather than
wow, they look like bloomers.
bloomers.
Yeah.
So the first thing we're gonna give away, is this book. It's very used. It's crinkly, but I didn't see any writing in there as far as I can
No, it's a
tell.
good book. I'd have this book.
Sometimes it's tough to get ones without any writing, because I even remember as a kid, I would want to write in it and add
Right.
stuff. And
Put your own name in the front. It does have a
Oh, for
spot
sure.
for it too. Here we go. Second. Go.
Next up, we have a DVD sets. There's there are two. They're packaged together. Volume 1 is 20 episodes. Volume 2 is 20 episodes. This is not the big one, big sets that make the big mural. This is like just what I said. It's a DVD package with 20 episodes each on them.
So that's probably 40 total.
It is 40
complete episodes. Cool. Yep, there's
got some good ones on here. Diamond Ray Disappearance, The Shaping Stab, She-Demon of Phantos, Time Corridor, Colossal Awakes, Double-Edged Sword, Quest for the Sword, Valley of Power.
Yeah, buddy.
Janibus is in here, rocking the house.
Janibus.
So that, yep, completely sealed. That's not even open yet. So, yep.
Well, we know I'm not gonna take this out of the bubble wrap, but we know what this is.
We can see it.
Yeah, it's Mr. Blue Hordak in there. That's the Super 7 vintage as seen on TV. There's Hordak, She-Ra, He-Man, and Skeletor. All 4 of them.
Wait a minute.
All 4 of them are in here?
Yeah.
You're giving away all 4,
Well, they are.
Nation style.
Yeah. All
He-Man,
4.
She-Ra, Skeletor, and who?
She-Ra, Skeletor, Hordak. The first one we looked at. The only one we looked at. So that's pretty cool.
That is very cool. It's like a whole wave.
I know.
It is a whole wave.
It is a whole wave. It's the first wave.
We've got some Master of the Universe Motussel.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
One of these is unpunched. Not that I think anybody's not going to rip these open.
Right.
But you got a few packages with
Yep.
4?
4 sets of those. They're all different. So that's pretty sweet. Oh, we have a watcher on the live stream.
Oh yeah.
Also, the is that Mixo Masters of the Universe 30th anniversary
Cookie Craft?
Yeah, it's a 9-inch embossed figure, one of He-Man and one of Skeletor. They're kind of blocky looking, but you make them yourself, and they look pretty cool.
So this is still all one.
Yeah,
one box of stuff.
This is all one box of stuff,
and all of that's going to one fan.
Yes. Yep. In addition to that,
more stuff.
This actually, all right. So we got a letter and a box.
Looks like that's for you guys.
Oops.
O2 on there.
It is. It's from Mr. Bagtaz, Mr. Jim. All proceeds donated to March of Dimes. This is his JBB 3D. He said, Steve and Jeremy, hope all is well in Po2 world. Please accept this piece from JBB 3D Customs for your use in Patreon contests, giveaways, donations, etc., or whatever you see fit. We decided to go with whatever we saw fit because this isn't a Patreon giveaway. Keep up the amazing work, and I'll see you around the universe. Sincerely, Jim Bagtaz.
Yeah, Jim.
So this is the piece I almost just wanted to keep for myself because it is awesome. Jim Bagtaz rocked this thing.
The speaker that's outside, when you guys leave, I don't want you to think that I left it out. It's blown up. I just don't want you to panic and go, oh my gosh, she left a speaker outside. It's
all right,
gotcha.
It's garbage. All right,
so
we love you, Jim Bagtaz. Jim Bagtaz took the.
My wife is gonna kill you. Loves you more, Jim Bagtaz. And Po2 ever could. Po2 never learned how to love.
He never learned how to get off the stage.
No, he didn't.
Where's the shepherd's crook? You're the hook, Pull me off,
All right. See you, Pete.
All right, you guys need a Pepsi or Mountain Dew before I go?
No, I got one. Thanks.
You're good? Okay, good. All right.
Thanks,
Better,
Pete.
guys?
I'm good.
I said it's a pleasure to see you, but my mama said it wasn't supposed to lie.
And he's out.
We think.
So it is a 3D picture of Roboto shooting off into the sky at mini rotons.
From the Masters of the Universe magazine, I think this is one of those, right?
Mhm.
This was one of the pictures that Earl Norham did.
Yes.
One of the posters that was included is just Roboto, shooting off, like Jeremy just said, but he's popping out in 3D fashion,
So
kind of in a
cool.
window box here frame type thing.
Yeah.
And it is amazing. And if you see this, I've seen this thing.
Let me see if I can zoom in.
If I'm not mistaken, this is one of the first things he showed. It might not be this
Yes.
exact ones, but this is one of the first ones that he showed. And was like, hey, this is what I'm doing, blah, blah, blah. And I thought it was cool.
So basically, sorry.
But when you get it in your hands and you're not looking at it on Facebook, this thing's way cooler.
I mean, you can see that 3D effect a lot better in person, that's for sure.
Yeah, so certain parts of it he has overlapped and kind of stacked, and then other parts are not as stacked, but still kind of coming off the page because it's not the back piece. Exactly what you said. I think that it is so cool when you get it in your hands. Like, it looks cool and the idea of it's cool, but
Yeah.
a picture on Facebook doesn't
It doesn't do
show-
it justice.
do it justice by
Right.
any means. Yeah, completely agree.
So this is going out to whoever. Awesome prize.
Yep. And you'd think that'd be it, but no. We still have one more prize, right? Just one? Is it one more? Okay. And that, of course, is the Power and Honor Foundation catalog.
Power and Honor Foundation catalog. We gave one of these away to Gary Rickelman, who was the
Volume 1.
Yes.
I'm not going to call him Gary the rightful or the lucky winner because that was paid for
Yeah.
in blood
Yeah.
by me.
Yeah, I lost, man. I lost. So sorry, Sean.
So, anyways, yeah. I mean, if you listen to this podcast, there's a good chance you know what this book is. It's very, very cool, very hard to get your hands on, unless you win it here or other places that seem to be giving it away
Yeah.
now too.
Joshua Van Pelt has really been instrumental in finding these or handing out these books and allowing us to choose who we give them away to and stuff. So,
I do not own this book.
well, looks like you're gonna have to play then.
Looks like I might have to play. I just wanted to open up just kind of a few random pictures just to kind of show some of them. So some of it's just kind of the concept work. If you haven't seen this book, I got to see it a few years ago at PowerCon and sat through with a couple buddies and kind of was able to check it out. But it's some stuff that never saw the light of day, but it's just so cool. Out of all of the stuff in that box, for me, this is, whoa, look at that guy.
Yeah, this is the one that's had Matt like.
Drew.
You guys
And
are really-
you guys know I like concept
You
stuff.
guys
so.
are really gonna give all of this to one person?
But
Yes,
you know
we
what?
are.
Yeah, you guys, you love deeper than I, apparently.
Well, we appreciate our fans, and I don't see any reason why we shouldn't give them something back. Plus, it's fun. It's like we're not just people on your speakers, however you're listening to us. We're actual human beings, and we like to hang out and talk to people, and we want to give stuff away, and we want, it's all
Yeah.
about hanging out, bro.
And there's more to it. I mean, I've taken this book and I've slept with it for like a month. So whoever gets this book there's gonna be some dead skin cells on it, probably some sweat.
Yep.
I probably drooled on it.
Yep. I'll take a big bite out of the corner before we send it out too.
just so I can feel closer to whoever gets it.
Yeah.
That's all. That's what that's all
I
about.
think it's good.
I'm lying. I haven't touched that book.
No.
Not that except to hand it to Matt. This is gonna be great, but Jeremy,
What do they got to do to win?
yeah, how are they gonna get this thing? How is one lucky person gonna win all this stuff?
They have to send both Steve and I $3,000 apiece.
That seems bad.
Okay, 2,000. Now, what it is? Actually, this was Laura's idea too. My lovely finance. She says you guys should do like a picture page. Bless you. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you guys take your action figures. I don't care which ones. Steve, do you care which ones?
Nope.
Any ones?
Just as long as they're Motu.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, they
What version of
Silver
Motu?
Ox.
It could be anything from vintage to reaction to classics to as seen on
Mega
TV
constructs to
to loyal
2000X
subjects. It doesn't matter.
Even the
customs.
new Netflix She-Ra.
Even
Yeah.
the new Netflix
Yes.
She-Ra.
Hell yes.
We're reaching all corners.
Why not? And we want you to take them or one or whatever. This is going to be your choice. It's kind of open, and bring them out into the real world. Not just your bedroom, not your display. Not take them out somewhere.
The more public I say, the better.
Yes.
I'm not saying what you have to do, but the more public, the more that you look like an idiot setting up your toys somewhere in public, the more points I'm going to give.
Yeah.
And me and Jeremy are going to make this decision. So
Yes,
it's solely an opinion.
So this almost feels like it's reminding me of PowerCon last year, where He-Man and Skeletor often came out in public with us, and we did some videos and some live stuff with them with voice acting,
And had no shame.
and no shame at all. But
Yeah.
these are just pictures; they don't have to be videos.
Right.
And we're going to judge on creativity, whatever you do with them, where the picture's taken, how you set it up, if you do something cool with it. And also, I'm going to be looking, I particularly am going to be looking at, and dude, pull that out at a wedding,
Yeah, right. Of
you know?
course.
You know what that reminds me of, actually?
What's that?
So I'll tell you guys a kind of a funny story real quick. So my buddy,
You want me to?
yeah,
all right.
no, my buddy that got married up in Upper Michigan. We had a group of us that stood in his wedding, and on the way up there, I think right before the bachelor party, or we were going to go out and have fun, we stopped at Walmart, and I'm still like in my stopped at Walmart buy action figures phase, and I think I believe it's the 2012 the 3D turtle show that came on, and everyone was hesitant. They're like, okay, this is kind of new animation style, 3D
3
style.
toes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and they had a Splinter and a couple other characters, and I just bought them, and I gave one to my buddy Pickwick, and we're all walking down the aisle. His name's Nate Pickwick, but we call him Pickwick.
Okay.
We're all walking down the aisle with the other person, and all of a sudden we notice he's got Splinter hanging out of his pocket, and he had Splinter with his two arms hanging out of his pocket for the entire wedding and the group pictures that we took with all the people.
I love it.
And
Yeah,
it was
pretty sweet.
and the cool thing about it was he didn't lean over to one of us and say, "Hey, I got Splinter."
No, I
No,
just
no,
left
no,
it
no.
there. For,
Nope, it was after it was all over. Everyone got to see Splinter was in the entire wedding.
Nice.
that's great.
So
I like it.
good memories.
Yes.
Thanks, Nate.
So yeah, be creative. Don't get in trouble. Preferably, we don't want anybody going to jail or something for this.
Right.
You
Although
know,
I would probably give you extra points if you did.
Yeah, I mean, you automatically win if you go to jail.
Seriously, getting this box in jail and opening it up.
Right, I mean, yeah, you have to wait till you get out of jail, probably to open it up. But yeah, so we're both, me and Steve are going to vote on it. Just be creative, have fun.
And if it's a
Only-
tie,
If it's a tie, then we'll resort to Matthew Rodriguez.
Yes, there we go.
only if it's a tie.
We have 3 here. We can break a tie.
Yes.
Right, correct.
And I would say that only one entry. Because if you put 40 on there, I mean, it's.
So you're saying not a string of 40
Yeah,
pictures?
I don't
Well, you
wanna,
pick your best picture.
Yeah, you
Okay.
choose
One
the
picture. You can take 40, but you pick the best one
Yeah,
Right.
and give it and
Have-
submit it.
have confidence.
Where do they submit? Have we worked that one out yet?
No, we're kind of winging it.
I think we're doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, I think maybe we should.
How do we do the videos? We had a thread for it, didn't
Yeah, we made an event thread or something.
Yeah,
like that. So
yeah.
We'll do that. I guess this kind of makes it difficult if you're not on Facebook, but we can figure something out. We'll put this all in writing and make sure it's all fleshed
Very
out.
legal, very legal.
Yeah, I mean, so you know all the rules. We'll have it all numbered and whatnot, so you know what to do. And we'll have spots you can send it. Maybe we'll give them an email or something if they. Yeah, there we go. That seems to solve all the problems.
Awesome.
So
Very cool of you guys.
yeah, we know.
I'm excited. 'Cause I can't wait to see some pictures. It's going to be fun.
That's
I
what
think
I'm
it's gonna
talking about too. I mean, last year, okay, we did the video thing, and it was awesome. Matthew Carlson won. He was totally awesome. I mean, great video. I mean, a bunch of great videos. But some people were kind of apprehensive to go on video. Well, I'm just not gonna. And we want more people to participate. Not that we won't have something in the future or whatever with video or whatever, but yeah. So there we go.
So good luck.
Yeah. Get on it.
Somebody just said to live PO2 Universe email. So to just email their picture in type of thing. if
Yeah,
they're not
well-
Facebook guys,
Yeah.
Like you said, Jeremy, he does everything.
Steve shows up and looks good.
I don't know about that, but he do
Well, you
show up.
sound good too. So there you go.
Well, if your fans want to watch the rest of this episode, obviously, do you do live the whole time, or are we gonna say goodbye and
On this?
See
On
them later.
Facebook?
Yeah.
Oh, peace out, Facebook. No, the patrons of the universe get to see this whole thing.
Oh,
Although we probably
yeah.
should have like brought the stuff up and showed them, but you can watch the Facebook video. So this is I need my itinerary.
Yep.
Here, so
All right, it is going to be time for the news. What did you point at?
wasn't this something for us?
We'll get to it.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
okay.
gotta open that
All right,
later.
fair enough. Yes, news. And surprise, surprise, we're going to be talking about PowerCon probably a lot this episode. This is kind of the reason why we wanted Matt here, and this was our one before we go, and you're going to see a lot of posts from us for that too. So, advanced PowerCon ticket sales end this Friday, August 9th. Weekend passes are only available online. Day passes are $5 off online. Save money on admission while you still can. So I suggest you all go. And we need to have like a get together at some point, maybe like on Saturday during the day or something. Because our family's going to be gone. They're going to be out doing some Hollywood.
Dude, my
tour
family
thing.
is not even going to be an issue. I'm going to be walking around,
Well, see, okay, yeah,
just motoing it up.
Mhm.
I will too. But my girl and my kid are both kind of like, well, we want to see all that stuff. That stuff's awesome. So
I downplayed it so good. So I
awesome.
was like, it's stupid. You don't want to see it.
Jeremy's basically dragging me.
Yeah, I'm like, you don't want to see this. It's just a tiny room, there's barely anything in it. You girls just go have fun, and I'll do this. I'll jump on the sword. That's how I sold
Good
this
job.
thing.
Isn't
I
it fall on the
didn't.
sword?
Yeah, sure. I didn't buy tickets. I don't have an extra ticket. They
Right.
can't get in. It's just
Right.
gonna be me. I have a ticket.
Yeah,
And they coming. I'm gonna be me there.
I like that.
It's like Cinderella at 12 o'clock. I turn into a pumpkin or something. I don't even know if that's how it works.
Yes.
Something
Cinderella
magically,
turned into a pumpkin.
something magically is gonna happen Friday night,
Oh,
and I can.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're gonna go to bed
Yeah.
even earlier.
maybe.
Maybe. So yeah, we'll figure something out. I think we should shoot for Saturday or something. Go have lunch with a bunch of people or something. You know, then have a mud wrestling.
All right, so we're gonna put a post up. We're gonna put a post up on our Facebook page, and we're gonna say who is going from PO2, who listens to PO2 that's gonna be there,
Mhm.
and you
Let's get down.
let's get in there. You comment on there. We'll know who's all together. We'll try to work something out.
I know.
So
That'd be
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
Queen Zaylee hit us up on Twitter and said she's going to be there again this year, and she doesn't want to miss us this time. So we will definitely coordinate something with all of our social media and humans that
I
listen
don't know
to
how you
us.
miss us. We're as big as houses.
I know we're
Walking around.
gigantic, and
So
we were all
stupid.
giddy and like the whole time.
Yeah, I lumber around like they hurt. And I look pretty ridiculous most of the time.
All the time, but it's cool. I love it. So the other news I have really is just kind of the itinerary for PowerCon, dude.
All right.
So I think we should kind of go through this.
Let's do it.
Friday, 6 to 8 p.m. early attendee pickup.
6 o'clock, that's when I turn into a pumpkin.
Yep, strongly encourage. That's when we can go and get our passes and get our figures and all that stuff, because that's happening also between 6 and 8. So we'll be able to get our figures that night, which is going to be cool because I got the slime pit.
Me too. I'm still gonna walk around with it.
Yeah.
Find people that wanted it. Couldn't get it.
Do you think there will be? Do you think there will be anyone dressed up as Slime Pit He-Man
Yes.
this year?
That's my answer. Yes.
I hope so. That night, 9 to 10 p.m., a bloody good time. The director of Fall of Grayskull and creator of Castle Grayskull Man provides a behind-the-scenes look at the Bloody Man. His upcoming feature-length movie set in the 80s, along with a first glimpse at a scene from the film featuring Daniel Benedict. Yeah.
You mean he's in the film too?
I don't know if he's in it.
Writing, directing, starring. It sounded like it.
Doesn't it say the scene is featuring Daniel Benedict?
Well, no,
Or
those
isn't
are
it-
kind of separate. I mean,
Okay,
I
okay.
get it. Yeah. But yeah, I'm sure he'll be hosting the panel or whatever. But
Very cool.
What time is that?
9 to 10.
I'll try to be awake.
That's what, so I was like, I like that idea. I love Daniel too. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So-
I would mind seeing that for sure.
So that's it. First day, 9 to 10. Then after that, I think we get drunk. I think that's probably the plan for me.
I'll still be settling in. I don't know if I'll be comfortable enough to drink that night.
No, I always end up waiting with my eyes open, waiting for Jeremy to come to bed. But I always fall asleep before he comes to bed.
I am a horrible traveler. I've got all these anxiety issues. The first night I'm in a hotel, I can't get comfortable. I'm a little nervous, and I have problems. And see, I was really excited because if we would have went back to the same hotel this year, usually that's a lot better when it's the same place because I'm familiar with that place.
Right.
But now it's a new place, and I got to do this all over again.
Laura talked to somebody on the phone the other day when she bought some passes or whatever for that Hollywood tour or whatever, and the lady was like, "Oh, that's a nice hotel." So yeah. So I'm pretty excited. Okay, Saturday, 8 a.m. registration opens. We already got our things. We don't need to get up at 8.
Nope.
9:30 though, Power Pass holders allowed into the convention. 10 o'clock, it officially opens to the public. I think that's where we come in.
Yeah, we don't have power passes.
No, we don't have power passes. 10 to 12, toy room open to public. Boom. 10:30 to 11:20, Super 7 Super Awesome panel.
Ooh.
Yeah.
When is the Horseman going to be giving away their? Is this on there? Is this?
Not that I see.
Because this is what's going to happen. Is I'll be last
There'll be
year.
some panels going on while you.
Yeah, well, I'm waiting for Purplore and the Triclops figure, or no Trackjaw figure from Mythic Legions.
Yep.
I'm missing Super 7. That sucks. If that's the way it works this year.
Yeah. So, that's gonna have Brian Flynn and Josh Herbolsheimer.
Yeah, but this year you have 2 pawns named Children that you can throw in line.
Oh, I know. Laura's
No,
like,
because they don't have a ticket.
Oh, no, they won't.
Them a pass.
they won't be there that day anyway.
No, they'll be
They're
running
gonna
around.
be gone all day Saturday. So
Well, looky out of all of us who has people that can stand in line for him.
Matt just looks at the.
You don't want no Mythic Legions. Maybe they'll stand in line for me.
Yeah, stand in line.
Nah, we'll see.
All right.
I'm not even positive that that's when they're going to be doing the Mythic
No.
Legions, so I shouldn't talk like that because it's
Right.
kind of like false advertising.
Right. 11:30 to 12:20, He-Man's New Adventures in the Toy Aisle. So we're gonna get some New Adventures stuff. It's gonna feature Mark DeCamillo and Errol McCarthy and Mark Taylor.
Wow.
Yeah,
Mark Taylor?
yeah, Mark Taylor.
New Adventure stuff.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I think he had something to do with something.
Cool.
Maybe.
I'd like to find out.
Moderator John Callis.
Nice.
12:30 to 1:20 inside the writers' room. She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. I think that's going to be kind of a big one this year.
Yeah,
actually.
probably. There's going to be a lot of people.
It's going to have
Hopefully, a lot of people go to that so that I can shop.
right.
Crowded.
It's going to have Noelle Stevenson, Josie Campbell,
Wow, that's awesome.
Catherine Nolfi, M. Willis, Laura Sreebney,
Yeah,
Shane Lynch, moderator Rebecca Goldberg.
very cool.
So if you like the new She-Ra cartoon, you are going to get a good time.
I'll save you a seat, Steve.
There you go.
Yeah.
1:30 to 2:20, the writing team of She-Ra and the Princesses of Power signing, located directly outside of the main showroom, so you can meet them all.
Awesome.
Please limit signing requests to a few items and keep conversation brief, so other fans get a chance to meet the creators. Thank you.
Respect. I mean, that's just respectful to other
Absolutely.
fans, you know.
Yeah, you don't want to like sit down and tell them a life story and then
Right. What if I show them my my She-Ra Princesses of Power character that I created after Steve?
That's all you should do is just walk up and go, use this.
Use this. It's Seahawk's best friend, and like show them the art for it because I made the art look like it's part of like it would kind of blends in with the show, and see if they like the idea.
That's good.
That might be worth just doing that.
They'd probably say, I cannot use this now, and crinkle it up, throw it.
Well, it's not.
Don't they do that stuff?
Crinkle.
Doesn't like Marvel say, please don't send me your own characters because we can never use them because we get something like that.
Listen,
Am I going off-
we're sitting here having
Totally
fun,
going off
and
script.
I don't know what you're even
Okay,
trying
sorry.
to
All
prove.
right. I just
All right.
Yeah.
Just
that
say
was
good
dumb.
luck to me.
Good luck, Matt.
Good luck, Matt. 2:30 to 3:20. Upcoming Mattel toy releases.
Oh!
Motu Origins and DreamWorks She-Ra.
Ooh, this is the and now the Origins is the 5.5 with the built-in extra articulation.
Oh yeah.
I'm excited to hear that. I may even ask a question. Probably not, though.
That one will be moderated by Pixel Dan. It's got people, a bunch of names I don't know. I'm sorry. I can read them all if you want. No, okay. It doesn't matter. We'll be there or we won't. 3:30 to 4:20. Making Mondo Mo 2.
That would be an interesting one.
Yeah, so that's the team from Mondo is going to be there. 4 p.m. registration closes. We don't care about that. 4 to 6. Toy room open to public. We care about that. 4:30 to 5:20. So that's in between there. Cosplay contest. So I won't be bringing anything to cosplay, but maybe I'll check it out depending on what's going on.
There's always really cool. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously,
There were
we just went last year. There were
amazing
some
costumes last year,
amazing
for
costumes.
There was a Fisto last year.
There was.
Fisto.
6 o'clock, main showroom closes to the public for the day. All attendees, Power Pass holders, and press must be off the convention floor. So,
Time for a nap.
Yep, 6:30, main showroom locked down. Then we have a few hours off. After our events, 9 to 9:50, the new bios of Masters of the Universe Classics.
Yeah, I'd like to be at that one.
Yes, featuring Danielle Galerter, Eric Marshall, and moderator Tom Brisky.
Yeah, and I'll just
Hey,
be
he's
coming.
a listener of ours.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey,
Yeah.
I'll be able to I'll just be freshly awoken from a nap, and I'll be able to.
you'll be
That's around dinner
spry.
time.
You'll
Yeah.
be awake and spry.
Yeah.
So that's 9 to 9:50. 10 to 10:50, Toy Explosion. It's a Pixel Dan event. He's got that the Toy Explosion. He does YouTube videos and stuff. So
He does Toy Explosion?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
what?
I just
What?
think of Justice Curry's JC Toy Explosion and, the comment of the Kmart Pixel Dan.
Oh, yeah. That was so good. That was so good.
Justin, we love you.
We love you, Justin. Yes.
Who?
Justice. I mean,
Justice.
Oh.
That guy.
Okay. Then 11 to 11:50 p.m. Same as Productions presents. Join James Etok as he showcases a fan project 3 years in the making, the return of Baker, the 30-minute of unofficial Filmation style He-Man episode that he promises has been worth the wait, featuring James Etok.
I promise I'll be at that.
I will absolutely be at
I
that.
will be at that because we were there last year
It was
and we
amazing.
got a taste of it.
And now it's going to be the whole episode.
And the background of that, and I think you guys talked about it, or we talked about it when we got back, was when he explains what he's actually doing to make this.
Blew my mind.
So cool.
Just blew my mind. That's so much work
Yeah,
being put in.
So much work. And that the it's flawless. When you watch it, it's like a new cartoon.
I wish he could do a bunch of these. But
Oh,
I
me
know
too.
I know he could never do it. I mean, 3 years to do a half.
I
hour
wish-
episode, you know?
Oh, this is what I wish would happen. Attell or whoever would come to him and go, dude, we want to make more of these. You're at the helm. Here's 1,000 people to do the work.
Yeah, right. There you go.
And here are the 7 or 12 unused scripts that would have been the next
Right.
season.
Do with them what you will, Mr. Etok.
That would be
And we're
awesome.
going to pay you a lot of money to do it.
That would be the best. And then we could get the DVDs or the Blu-ray, 4K no doubt, in about a year.
Us boys can dream, can't we?
Yeah.
Then after that, we're going to get drunk.
I may that night. I'll be probably feeling okay.
I know
I'll be-
Skeletor's going to get drunk.
Just as long as He-Man lays off this year. He-Man, I think he learned his lesson.
That was not good.
He lost his arm.
Yeah. That was not good.
If you guys haven't watched those videos, what are you waiting for? They're on our YouTube
Do you want to see
channel.
Skeletor and He-Man their first year at PowerCon? It was incredible.
I'm still on the fence if I'm bringing them this year. I mean, that's
Oh,
such
to
a
recreate
thing.
that magic,
Yeah, I don't know that I could.
I completely
It's almost
understand that
better.
too.
Yeah, just let them be. Sunday, new day. Missing a hangover. 9 a.m. registration opens. 9:30 Power Pass holders allowed in. 10 o'clock, we get to go in. 10 to 12, toy room open. 10:30 to 11:20. How sweet it is! Ball. Roger Sweet.
I would like to be at that.
Yep. Moderator will be Penny Dreadful.
Nice.
So that'll be a good one.
Yeah, Penny.
Could they have picked a better moderator for that?
That's what I'm talking about.
Seriously.
Which is awesome. 11:30 to 12:20. Masters of the WWE Universe. Overview and discussion of the WWE Motu crossover action figure line.
I'm so interested why that doesn't do anything for you specifically, Steve, because I feel like
I know it's
with your stature, I feel like anything that
Just because he looks like it?
yeah, he looks like he's a WWE
I don't think it has anything to do with
superstar.
my looks. I do agree with you because I was a very big WWE fan
Yeah.
for a lot of years, and for some reason, it's not.
It just isn't clicking.
No,
Well,
There's-
don't force it. Don't try to force it.
Yeah, there's elements of it that I do like. There's weapons and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Who's the guy that's going to be Manny Faces?
I don't know, but it looks
is
really
it
cool.
Kofi Kingston?
I don't know who.
It looks
guy
really
is,
cool.
but the having that color for Manny
It's like
Faces.
pink
is just-
and
yeah, it's like, oh my god,
green.
it's kind of neat.
Yeah,
I don't even want these, and now I want them.
yeah.
No articulation. Is it gonna follow the
Yep.
The
Funko
origin
stuff? or the origin stuff?
Origin.
Okay, I thought it was gonna follow the regular
Nope.
minimal.
No, this is
articulation.
gonna be-
Mattel's making this.
Ooh, baby.
So
Yeah.
I will own it. There's a couple of these I will own.
So then, for sure, what it looks like is we are seeing some Motu weapons being used before they actually get used by
exactly.
the Motu
That
characters.
just did.
And
I
there's
mean,
the Terror Claws. I mean, come
yeah,
on.
we saw the Spike Ore mace. And it's
Yeah.
like, well, obviously they're going to make Spike Ore eventually.
Oh, that's
Maybe.
so cool. That's so
So-
cool.
So yeah, we may have to check that one out. 2:30 to 3:20 on Sunday. Heroic Masters of Packaging Art,
Ooh, that looks good. That sounds
featuring
good.
Aaron McCarthy,
Mhm.
Rudy Abrero,
Ooh.
Nate Barch, Axel Jimenez,
Wow.
Can't go wrong with that one.
moderator Brian Charles Rooney. So you can listen to the stories of legendary artists as they outline what goes into capturing your attention with amazing illustrations. I think we have to go to that one.
Yeah, I want to. That is okay. So far, there's two panels I think that I will not miss. Faker, the Return of Faker,
Yeah.
and this one. I want.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm not going to any others. I'm hoping to be at the
Right.
others, but those are two right there that I
Like,
would-
well, it's like last year there was some we wanted to go to, and they were like, I looking at, it just didn't pan out.
Yeah,
So,
you get
Sometimes you just get caught up in what
Yeah.
you're
Yeah,
doing, and
just
then all of a sudden, realistically,
overstimulated.
yeah, you look down at your watch, you're like, wait a minute, that panel started 45 minutes ago.
Yeah,
Dang.
it's almost over.
Plus, I
yeah.
get hungry every 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You gotta walk to Denny's. Wasn't it Denny's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope there's a Denny's to walk
Better
to this
be.
time.
There's something to walk to. Want to buy cheap? Go across the street and eat at Disneyland.
There you go.
Wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah. And that's. Oh, okay. It's not. Registration closes at 3 to 5. The toy room is open. 3:30 to 4:20. He-Man in Space: The New Adventures of He-Man animated series. It's going to feature J. Larry Carroll, Francis Moss, and Jack Olesker. Moderators John Callis again.
Part of me is interested in that one just because it is kind of that random, and people consider it kind of the stepchild.
Jack
of
Olesker,
the,
I've heard
you know,
him talk. He's pretty fun to hear. He's
Yeah.
got good stuff.
Yeah, it's the New Adventures isn't really something that we're like big fans of, but at the same time, it's like there's so much it's not talked about that much. So it's like maybe there's a lot to learn about it.
Right, and as far as all of the figures from the classics that I have that are from that line, they're cool figures. Like
yeah,
they're-
Classics made those figures awesome.
yeah. So that'd be interesting.
Yeah. Then 5 o'clock, main showroom and the convention as a whole closes to the public. Thank you for coming. We hope to see you next time. And that's that. So that's the 3 days. You guys still excited?
I am so pumped for this.
I get it's like right around the corner.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
it's
what's
I'm trying not to think about it, and I don't like doing this show because we're thinking about it,
right.
and then it gets me excited.
Right.
You know, I kind of just don't want to even think about it until all of a sudden we're getting on the plane. And
Right,
we're like,
right.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, this time exactly in 1 week, I will be at Portello's eating beefs with my family.
We're gonna be
I feel weird that we're missing that.
we're gonna be in Chicago that night. Is it? Yeah, on Tuesday night, right?
Are you guys
Yeah.
flying out of Chicago?
Yeah,
I
we're
think we
flying
are.
to Chicago.
You guys changed to Chicago? I thought you were doing Grand Rapids.
We had
Oh,
considered.
no.
So you're flying out Tuesday night?
No,
No,
Wednesday
we're-
morning.
We're flying out Wednesday morning.
What time?
What if we're on the same plane?
Yeah, right.
That
That'd
would
funny.
be hilarious.
Is it like super?
Me and
duper
Jeremy
early?
are for the listeners. Me and Jeremy are definitely on the same plane.
Yeah,
But Matt decided to do his own thing.
yeah. We were going to. So for the listeners, you know, we're doing a lot of the same stuff. We are going to PowerCon. Our families are going to Disney for a couple days, doing the PowerCon thing, and then my family actually the last day of PowerCon after the show, we're driving north in California, and we're going to go hang out with some friends of mine that I haven't seen in over a decade.
Wait, on Sunday you are?
Is Sunday the last day?
That's the last day of the
Yeah.
class.
So that night we are driving north.
Oh, you're not gonna do the big after party hangout.
I know. This is yes, I know. So
I mean, that won't happen. That's not an official thing, right?
That's true.
yeah,
That's
yeah, we are going to
I mean,
do.
I mean, if you have an after party, yeah.
Basically, my family is kind of doing exactly what Steve, Jeremy, and I did last year, which was go meet up with my family in Chicago, go to this beef Portello's. It's an amazing beef place. Hang out with my uncle and aunt, and yeah. So yeah, we should probably kind of check what airline we're
check that. Yeah.
going on. Because,
maybe
I mean,
we'll go have beefs with you.
Yeah.
that'd be
If I show up and you guys are already in my aunt's basement.
See, that's like it sounds crappy to say this, but I'm actually kind of glad we're not doing that again, because I had such a good time
for
last
sure.
year doing it. Like I wouldn't
I
ever
completely
want to
understand that. Yeah.
tarnish that experience or take anything.
Again,
away
nothing
from
will
it.
recreate that experience.
No, we had such a good time
Yeah.
last year.
So, anyways, yeah, we should go across. We should let your people talk to my people and see what's going on.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Perfect. And that's all I have for the news.
That's a wrap.
Yeah.
For the news.
So that brings us on to random ideas.
Okay, so we have a random idea, but I think that this is a good spot to open up a box as well.
What's in the
All right. That works for
I
me.
think we'll open up this box first. We got a box.
We did get a box. BOCKS. A box.
Yeah, and then we'll see what's in this box, and then we will go into our usual random ideas. Because I'm sure this is coming from Gary Rickelman, correct?
It is.
It's a box from Gary Rickelman. Pretty sure this will be very random. Because Gary can be very random.
Yes, Gary is very random. Matt is cutting open the box.
He's trying to. That knife looks like it's
He's trying
duller
to.
than.
Oh, I was gonna say he was trying to not cut through that Captain America.
I didn't want to damage anything, I guess. And it does. Okay. So this is the box. So I'm gonna let you guys open it, or if you want me to hold up.
Did Gary want us to film this or something? Or
I don't. It just showed up
okay.
here. I don't know anything about it.
Okay, maybe this is what your live people get to see too.
What's that say? No. Okay.
Okay, so
Oh, here we go. Do you want to read it? Or you want me to? Go ahead.
Okay, so
I
this is
read the.
Matt wants. This.
Oh God.
I want this.
All right.
one.
Okay.
This is actually done on a Bebop and Rocksteady postcard, and looks like they're mopping up a little bit of a mess.
Yeah.
And it says, "Hey kids,
That's us.
wow, 50 episodes. It seems like only yesterday I could not give dirty ballsack about Motu. And I still don't.
That's
This is
Gary.
starting off great.
He's so French.
JK, it's growing on me a bit. However, to the matter at hand, while trolling eBay, I came across these things. Share them and put them on your shirts, jackets, And then he scribbled something out, and it says too graphic. So I think he wrote something, and it was too graphic.
We can all just guess what that may have been.
Be the envy of PowerCon.
Oh.
Also, one day I'd like to voice a character. Let's make it happen, Captain.
All right.
Yeah, we can make that happen.
Love
All right, Gary.
King Gary's skull.
Oh, yes.
That's awesome.
You know, this is so weird because we do have like people who have been involved with us that aren't big Motu fans.
I think that goes to
And
credit
yet
to
here
you
they
guys.
go to like, they're just so,
It is.
you know, they listen. Gary
Credit.
listens every episode. So.
Credit to you guys, I think.
Okay, here we go. There's some Pop-Tarts bites.
Yep, Gary always sends some food.
I like snacks.
Always sending the snacks, thinking about you guys.
Oh, he
Oh.
always said he knows Reese's Pieces are my favorite, and he always sends Reese's Pieces. Or he has sent Reese's Pieces many times.
Peanut butter is good. So,
Yeah.
some Nutella.
Now, is it Nutella or is it Nutella?
I think it's Nutella
Because
it's nuts.
My daughter Claire corrects me if I say Nutella. She's
Uh-huh.
like, it's Nutella.
Well, I guess we'll have to look something up. Oh, there's some birthday cupcakes. 50 episodes is kind of a birthday, right? 2 years.
Yeah.
Haribo Gold Bears. They
CBD oil. No.
Nope.
No, these
Nope.
are real gold bears, gummy bears.
and they have sugar. The sugar-free ones make you.
So now, since I'm at the bottom of this box, I feel like all of that was just box filler.
It was.
Instead
That
of putting bubble wrap and newspaper,
He put
he
snacks.
put snacks.
Here, fat boys, eat some food.
So I think this is
Yep.
the prize.
Oh, cool. That looks like a He-Man patch.
Heck yeah, it's a He-Man patch. These are some vintage
Oh,
Iron On
yeah.
patches.
He-Man,
He-Man.
Skeletor,
Skeletor,
Beastman,
Beastman,
He-Man on Battle Cat, and He-Man, even though it says He-Man, but him and Man-at-Arms are fighting Beastman and Skeletor.
It's almost like a recreation of that the art.
Yeah. Look at that.
that's super cool.
That is super cool.
I don't know if I've seen that one before. I've seen that,
never
but
seen
I don't think I've ever seen this one.
And it's odd that it says He-Man. Because it's all 4 of them. But
I think it's because back in the day. Okay, here I don't know if we've ever talked about this before, but this is a good question for all 3 of us.
okay.
Did you refer to them as Masters of the Universe when you were a kid, or did you just refer them as your He-Man?
I just call it He-Man.
I'm gonna go play with. I used to say, I'm gonna go play with my He-Man guys.
Yep. He-Man guys.
Matt,
Agreed.
agreed.
Yeah.
I did have one friend that called them Masters. I want to play with Masters.
I
It
could
threw
see-
me off when that happened.
Yeah, that seems odd, but I mean that was what the toy line was called. So, but the show was He-Man.
And the Masters of the Universe.
It was like, even though Masters is a big word, it was still like, oh, that's so much to say. Just say the He-Man.
So the first thing that was put into my mind with like using the term Masters more commonly was the movie, because that was the movie title.
Right.
And so it kind of gave it, as cool as He-Man and the Masters of the Universe was, the focal, especially with Filmation, to me, was never Masters of the Universe. Like, it was always He-Man and the Master of the Universe. So when the movie came out and it had that title, it kind of gave it kind of this cool feel. And then I specifically remember being in just post high school, I think, and the 2000X coming out, and it being more focused on the team aspect.
Yeah.
And even He-Man saying, "Masters are each of you," and like this type of, he had this kind of quote, and they were called the Defenders of Eternia, like their little group. And looking at it that way wasn't until, like I said, 2000s until now,
Right.
where it was just, those are my that's He-Man guys.
I
Those are
didn't even
He-Man
really
guys.
think about it deeply until I started listening to podcasts and hearing people, actually bring up the same kind of question, like,
Right.
you call it this or you call it that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So
Man, yeah, I know if you'd asked little Stevie What do you want for Christmas? I would have said He-Man guys
He-Man guys.
Right.
for sure.
Perfect. I'm trying to get this like something stuck in He-Man.
So those are very great.
These
Gary.
are super awesome, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. You're the best.
You are the best, Gary.
I think that Gary represents
I love that.
what
So good.
every podcast wants their listeners to be like, in the sense that he genuinely, and at first you might think it's like he's acting weird, like he'll have like throw out a random question, but he genuinely is interested in what you're saying, what you're talking about. And I mean, I've heard some podcasts with your other podcast crew. I'm not going to mention their names because Steve or Pete already mentioned it enough. And then this one, we're like, Gary will throw out a random question. It's like, dang, that guy's a good listener.
Yeah,
he's like he wants. I guess he's an involved.
He
listener.
engages with us, and it's nice.
It's pretty cool.
I like it. Thank you, Gary. You know what? He deserves that book.
Well, he's gonna get it. It's in the mail.
It's in the mail, Gary. It's on its
Oh, I
way.
can't wait to hear what he has to say about that. Just
Oh,
'cause
he's gonna have all kinds of questions.
Yeah.
So
What the heck is this?
So what do we have to divvy these up? Is that what's going to happen?
We'll do that off air.
Yeah, we're going to fight.
We'll do that off
We'll
air.
talk. We're going
If you guys both want the same one, I'm going to choose who I want to give it to. Just kidding.
cool.
Cool.
So that actually brings us on to random ideas.
All right.
Which this is from Sean Scabarna.
Yeah, this is one we tabled.
Yes, we tabled it last time. We're bringing it back. So that we do that. So if you guys ever get anything that send us anything and we don't read it, we tabled it, man. It's gonna come back. So look at that. Make sure you don't eat on that microphone. This is a professional podcast. Sean Scabarna says, I'm going to steal this from the Shadow Weavers Realm group, which is on Facebook, and post it here because it's a fun, thought-provoking, and possibly relationship-ending argument. What 10 classics figures could you do away with in order to get 10 figures you really wish they would have included in classics? Name some names.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Can I
Dare.
Ow.
No. Ooh.
All right, Chet.
Ooh.
I made a list. Mighty Spector. Yep.
He's out.
I might get some flack for this, but Chief Carnivus. He doesn't do much for me.
Okay. I can see it.
I'm with you.
Hero 2.
That's Dare, I think. I think that's what he's saying.
Yeah. Throw it off.
Boo. Boo.
Not it. Looks cool, but I could do without him. He doesn't do it.
I never even opened them.
Can I have him? No, just kidding. He's replaceable for another, like,
Right.
because this list isn't who would you just get rid of. Who would you replace with
Right,
a
you gotta
different
replace.
thing? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sir Laserlot.
Danavis. I would replace Danavis. I would get a Danavis for
And replace.
Dare.
a Dare.
Dare.
Okay.
Easy.
Sir Laserlot.
I actually like Sir Laserlot.
I like him out of the new age wave, I guess I'll call it.
I think there was maybe it was too much blue or something going on.
I agree, but I don't have him, and I would. That's actually one I would get if I saw it somewhere and it was for a decent price.
I think for me he's right below, and I don't believe I have the dragon dude.
Dragoman.
Dragoman is way above.
I'm just saying as far as the list of that new age, I think they hired people to create these characters for that little event.
Yeah.
I put Dragon Man, Sir Laserlot. Like that's like the order of my top 2.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, I would actually, out of all those, I would like to get Dragoman.
Dragoman, I don't have.
Do you have
Tricop?
Psychop
Psychop
on that list?
I would get rid of that figure.
I don't have him on my list. No.
Can we put him on your list instead of Dare?
You put him on your list.
Okay.
Blue Hordak.
Okay.
Because remember, they just took the regular Hordak, made him
Yeah.
blue, and then eventually we got a cartoon version of Hordak anyway.
I would disagree with you if we had never gotten that Hordak. But
And
since we
that's-
did,
right, that's the only reason why I chose it.
That was the closest
agree.
I've ever seen you guys come to a fight.
Lord Dactyls.
I disagree with you on that. I like that figure.
Lord Dactyls.
He's the big, bat looking or
Oh, okay. He
From
was in
2000X?
2000X.
Yeah.
they built him up.
The battle between the Whiplash's race and the Bat
Yeah.
race.
Yeah. I think
Okay.
that figure's actually pretty cool.
It's a cool figure.
And
Sorry, yeah, but
I
he
like
just doesn't
it in
do
my
a lot.
collection.
Yeah.
I think the faceless one kind of almost falls in that too, but I kind of like him, so I didn't put him on the list. But Fearless Photog, and the reason why is because I think they should have just made him in vintage style. I don't see.
Oh right, we'd rather have a vintage style.
I
one
would
than
rather have
classics.
a vintage style.
Like
than
if-
classics.
Like this, whether it be Filmation or this new line of Mattel 5.5, if they would have came out with just a single shot 5.5, this is the figure that we were supposed to give you 20 years ago
Yeah.
or whatever, 30 years ago.
I-
Here it is
right. I think that
for all of us to put into our vintage
it could have
collection.
even fallen to Super 7 because they did the Eldor
Right.
Eero. I think right in there should have been Fearless
Right.
Photog. That would have been one of our figures.
Yeah.
So
See, with him,
just saying.
just a quick side tangent, and it's going to be my only one.
I'm sure this minute.
Photog's one of those characters that, like, when they did the classics was always a mashup of vintage and 2000X, most of them. I just really wish, like, it would have had more creative elements added. I know they did that one weapon that was like almost like a film reel gun type of thing.
Yeah.
But there's a couple of those that I wish I would have gotten to see 2000X style a little bit more than just because that was basically they just kind of did what he looked like on that picture
Right.
in a classics form.
Yeah.
So
It's the closest thing we'll ever get unless they actually go and make him. But I just.
or if you know any cool
Doing it.
customizers that are really good at their jobs.
Yeah, I mean, customs are cool. I mean, I've made some. I like them. But I would just love to see an official release. I think that dude deserves it.
Yeah,
I don't know if that
agree.
guy's even still around, but whatever the case, I mean, it deserves to be a figure in our line in a vintage style.
It does.
Agreed.
Just saying. And my last three that I want to remove are all three of the Fighting Foemen.
Disagree.
Well,
Yeah.
Star Sisters.
That's a hard disagree.
Really?
Star Sisters.
I
could have
like
probably been taken.
The Fighting Foeman.
Okay.
There's elements of the Fighting Foemen that I really like. I like the fact that they're using the vintage like vehicle stuff and being a part of their armor and all
Kind
that
of
stuff.
pushing
Yeah.
the creative and the storyline behind the vehicles.
Yeah. I think it's really cool, but they do nothing for me when I look at them. Nothing.
They look like figures that I think belong in Masters. I think they're neat, and the only problem I have with them is they did them in they were like I think they're right up because I get wrapped up in the bios and stuff. So I think they were supposed to be like what do you call that? Way back in the past. So
Preternia?
Preternia, weren't they? I think they were something like that. So they don't fit in with my diorama because of the time frame.
Okay.
But other than that, I don't like them as Horde because they came with swappable
Right.
things
Yeah,
to make
I didn't
them
like
Horde.
the
Yeah.
right.
I'd rather them be representing the vehicles.
I don't use them with. I don't
Yeah.
put the horde symbols on them.
Right.
either.
Right. And anyways, no, I think they're really cool. They're really creative, and they're figures that I wouldn't give up.
There's some of the out of that. I'll throw them in the new era of line of them kind of Mattel and the people involved kind of getting creative and making new stuff. They're decent, but I can see your angle of how do you feel about now? We didn't mention it. You said them and then the Star Sisters, the 3-pack of the original He-Man, Tank Man, and
The Vicron.
But yeah, that 3. How do you feel about that 3-pack? Or are they another example of
it
would've
wasn't
been
really
cool
a
with
3-pack
vintage-
technically. It just came with extra armor.
Right.
I like that because it was based on
The early concept
the
stuff.
early concept
Do you
stuff.
have it?
So I do have it.
Do you have it, Matt?
No.
I do not have it.
I think it was a price point pass for me and being like,
I never got Vicor either.
No, he's a hard need for me.
Yeah.
really
I would
like-
like to hold him and see how I feel.
I'll
His figures are just getting way
I'll show you my
expensive.
Vicor.
So I'm getting rid of all those guys.
Nice.
And who would I want to add?
Ooh, let's hear it.
Oh, I can
Come on,
pick
number
one.
one.
Celise.
Yes, Elise, number one.
At least that voice.
They made those women so beautiful in the classics line. I'm talking as if it's a past thing.
Here's some news.
Okay.
I'm going back to the news because
You get a tangent. You get to push a button.
I know.
I like it. I like it.
So on YouTube, you can actually buy the seasons of He-Man and of the original Filmation cartoon season 1, season 2.
Nice.
Oh,
It's like $22. You get the whole first season 1, and then like another 22 at 20, maybe might be 24. I think it's 22-ish.
no
And
kidding.
then you've got them. You own them digitally on YouTube, and you can watch them. And because some of the episodes are on YouTube available to you anyways.
Right.
It just gives you all of them.
He-Man official or whatever.
I bought season 1 the other day because I'm just like, hey man, I like to have
It's just easier to push.
I like to
buttons.
have my Filmation at my fingertips
I like that.
everywhere.
Yep.
And I'm a sucker. I bought them in multiple versions over the years.
Yeah, I mean, I have like 3 or 4 different versions of them all, plus the ones that we got sent in the
Yep.
the external there. The
Yep.
portable.
We got that, but I don't carry that with me everywhere.
Right.
So as nice and cool as that is, this I was like, I'm buying it. So
I like it.
that is available for those of you who didn't know. And so what is the first episode I watched? Lonesome for Jeremy,
Nice.
Song of Celise.
That's
I
awesome.
watched it, and there's a lot of stuff that happens, and I haven't seen that one in a while. But that's a pretty good episode.
It is like the creature. What's the creature?
Yog.
Yeah, Yog.
Yog.
Oh, the guy just then the noise it makes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So anyways,
Yeah.
that's it. Back to random ideas.
I love this. So yes, obviously I want Celise.
Yeah, me too.
As weird as it is, when we got talking about it, maybe last episode or the episode before, I kind of want Star Child. In a weird way, I don't know. She's not great, but there's just something about her look is really memorable for me.
It is
So,
memorable. She got some big eyes.
I would like to have her in the Filmation line. I would also like the Mask of Power Demons.
Yep.
I think those are really
Oldie
sweet.
but a goodie.
Yep. That mini comic that Justin read with us with the piranha plants.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
want one of those piranha plants. Just random. Also, movie Beastman, Evelyn, Tila, Duncan, and Sorceress. That's right.
Drop mic drop.
Yep.
Kinda.
And that's my list.
I didn't sit down and hammer out a list, but obviously, like I said, Danavis is one. Why is his name escaping me? I say it every time. Gosh. Dragoon.
Dragoon,
I
yeah,
gotta have
yeah,
my
yeah,
Dragoon. I really want a Dragoon. That'd be one I would take for certain.
That one's been on so many want lists that I just in my head thought that he was already there.
Like it's
That we already had
a
him.
foregone conclusion. Yeah. So and there's a few that I would give up. I would add on to the give up list. I could give up Neptune.
Especially because his paint job on his face sucked.
Wait. Who's Neptune again?
He's the Egyptian-looking villain that they did in the Filmation line, and
Yep.
they didn't put the thick makeup around his eyes.
Yeah, like Joe Amato did like
Totally looks like a hero instead of a villain.
yeah, Amato did like a mock-up like with Photoshop or whatever, and I'm like, that's it. That's how you do it.
Right.
Totally could give up on Neptune. As funny as and not upset as I was about Plundor, I could give up on Plundor. Plundor.
Plundor.
I could give up that New Adventures chick with the hair.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Is that Mara?
Yeah,
I
I
think
like
so, yeah.
Princess Mara. I like her.
Never even opened her.
Oh, I like her. Can I have that one too?
Yeah, look.
Yeah. Yeah, it literally looks like He-Man's buddy from Egypt.
Yeah, and that dude's just like, he's too happy. And see, yeah, in the cartoon, he's got like angry eyebrows
They
all the
didn't
time.
evil him
so
up. You gotta evil those
It's like
guys
making
up.
a Danibus and giving him white eyes.
Yes, you can't do that.
Right.
Can't do that.
Right.
So and then there's a lot of figures I could ask for information, but I honestly want a and this is a easy parts reuse is off the charts on this.
Mm-hmm.
I want a He-Man painted like the Alcala version with the knife in his boot, like they're doing for Origins.
Yes,
But I want one in Classics.
absolutely.
All you'd have to do is add one piece.
It's paint and a slot for a knife.
Right.
A different.
You could add the squares to his
Yes.
back of his harness.
Yeah.
Yes, I want that because you can almost do it with
I did this the other day.
Ular.
Yeah, I pulled his head off, and the neck pegs aren't the same size. So, like, when I take my Ular head and I put it on my regular He-Man, it's kind of loose.
You got to add some of those plastic clear bands that the figures come with.
Maybe they come with those?
Well, the plastic rubber or the rubber bands that are clear.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That they get held their weapons in the
Suppose
peg
I
and
could
stuff
do
like
that,
that. I've seen people wrap those around a bunch of times around the peg, and then
Yeah, that makes
the head.
I do that to
gets
the ankles.
Yeah.
On my weak ankles.
Yeah.
Because my battle armor He-Man, he's a shelf diving son of a gun. Until I put those on him.
That's how my Glimmer was,
Stiffing them up.
Glimmer's broke forever.
Yeah, so that would be one that I would really
Yeah, that'd be sweet.
want. I already got Red Beast. He's one that I really wanted. A lot of those there's still a lot of mini comic versions. Like I would like to see the mini comic Triclops. I would give up any of those figures that most of the ones Jeremy mentioned and some of the ones I've mentioned to get that.
For sure.
Mm-hmm. Because the mini comic, didn't the Trapjaw come with was it a 2-pack? Did it come with Stratos or no? Or did it come with Prince Adam?
Trapjaw did.
Trapjaw in green form.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Triclops.
Yeah, I'm just thinking he came in a 2-pack, right? I'm just thinking what would the
for classics?
Yeah.
It came in a 3-pack.
Okay, it was a 3-pack.
Stratos,
Prince Adam.
Okay.
I was just trying to think of another 3-pack that they could make, but like that. You know what I mean? Like another mini kind of 3-pack would be cool. You could have that Ram Man that's more of a regular body size because he in some of those mini comics he was a regular guy looking.
Yeah, there was. Yeah, he more reminds me of Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Except Juggernaut's huge most of the time, but side tangent. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, there's a lot of figures I would give up.
Mm-hmm. I would just add the couple that I'm just a huge fan of those concepts of bandwidth, Red Shadow, and who else is there? Netta. I want the big eyeball guy.
Yeah, dude, the eyeball guy.
Just give me the eyeball guy. It's one piece.
What's his name? Blinkor? No.
You just have one piece. You need.
Blinkor.
The arms are made. The legs are made. Just give me the one eyeball piece.
Yeah. I mean, I could probably just stick some arms and legs into my Oculus Orbis from Mad Balls.
You're familiar with Red Shadow and Bandwidth, correct?
Yeah.
I think they're
Very cool.
very Motu-y.
Also, I still, and I don't know if we'll ever get them now, but I want them in Lactha.
Yeah. We should get them. We're gonna have to. I hope Super 7 is just like, there's a new pre-order coming up.
Oh, but like you just said with the with what figure vintage style you said the Photog, like if Hero and Elder were followed up by Photog, and then they went down the line of like the vintage figures that never got made that should have got made would be just.
They won't do it.
I know. I'm just saying. I think
yes, I agree.
So cool.
Yeah.
But how many of those really exist?
Well, look at that concept book that you just looked at.
Yeah, but those are concepts. They're not like.
They weren't like planned to be.
They're not like Eldor and
Right.
Hero, which was
they didn't
actually
get that far.
But there's definitely a lot of if they went down a concept
Yeah. Oh, there
path,
you go. Yeah.
let's do some
Just some
concepts.
concept stuff.
You
Oh,
see that guy that has the squeeze ball on his back? He looks like Fisto, but he like blows up to a balloon, and
yeah. Airbag is it or something?
No,
maybe that's something else.
that's from the unused concept
Yes.
stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, I think forklift is in one of them now. In the newer comics. Anyways, I'm going down a Steve side tangent.
Steve side tangent.
So
Which reminds me. I mean, granted, this probably shouldn't have brought up the news, but we do have a bunch of. But that's the wrong one, isn't it? Or is that news? That is news.
back to news.
Back to news. Our pre-orders, all 4 waves of pre-orders from Super 7. 2 of them will be shipping in October and 2 of them in November.
And what toys are those?
A lot of toys.
Listen, man. There's a Moduloc in the classics Club Grayskull. I know
There's
that.
a Stratos,
Stratos.
Katrina.
Yeah.
Oh, this is stuff I haven't seen in a while. I guess that's why.
Yeah, that's why
that's-
it's like
I'm forgetting. Okay.
yeah.
I had forgotten how many, like the movie figures.
Yeah.
The vintage. There's like a Buzz Off in there, and like there's a bunch of stuff. Like I can't even think of this. So basically, in like a few months, we're gonna be getting like 20 figures.
It's gonna be
So,
awesome.
Yeah, I just got those
Well-
emails. I forgot all about. I'm like, oh yeah. So.
There's so much news in this 50th episode.
I know. I
Yeah.
should have thought about it, but when we were talking about it, I was like, oh yeah, those are coming. So
Is that all you had for news?
that's all I had. Yeah.
All right, back to listener feedback now. Right?
Listener feedback.
All right, hit me. Hit us.
Anthony Houseel comes in and says, congratulations on 50 episodes.
Thank you.
Lacey Dean says, congrats on 2 years.
Nice.
Tyke Nab Smyers says, will you buy me a drama-free beer at PowerCon?
Yeah.
Why not?
I don't know. It depends how expensive they are.
Yeah.
It's not going to be a shot. I can tell you that.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, that's
$30
right.
shots. James, I don't know how to say your middle name. James Ra Cooper. Why isn't He-Man's symbol a skull? Defender of Castle Grayskull? Descendant of King Grayskull?
It's a legitimate
That's
question.
a good point, really.
I would say my answer would be that the Iron Cross is so iconic of a symbol that at that time it just read well and it was in the concepts. But I mean, he mentions that logo where if you see in some of the concept stuff with the Hero and Elder Preternia figures, there's actually kind of a cool Grayskull silhouette emblem that they were kind of messing around with possibly using. So that what he is saying is kind of where the original stuff was kind of going down that road.
Right.
As far as that being a symbol, it's a pretty cool kind of it's tilted like the Filmation angle of the castle. But yeah, it makes sense. But I would just, that'd be my personal opinion, is that it was just kind of a simple, maybe it had to do with the you being able to flip it, or is this is even pre-Filmation.
Yeah,
so, huh.
Yeah, even in the concept art and stuff, before He-Man had hair, they put a spiky helmet on him.
I think because
Horny helmet.
it's already confusing enough to have your bad guy be a skull guy and have your good castle be a skull castle. If you threw a skull on He-Man, it'd just be a, what the heck?
Yeah,
Too much skull.
too much skull.
Too much skull.
I mean, there's never enough skull, but too much skull.
Official answer is too much skull.
There, that's it.
Thanks, Steve.
No problem.
Tomas Rydberg. Only been listening to your podcast for 1 year now, but I've listened back to all your previous episodes. Well, thank you. Although I found My Wife Is Going to Kill Me podcast through Podcasters Universe, and I love that podcast. Podcasters will always be my first love. Always excited when a new episode is released, and I can get my He-Man mind happy for another 2 weeks. Congratulations on 50 episodes. I hope to see you guys at PowerCon 2020.
We hope to see you there too.
Yeah.
Hope there is a PowerCon 2020.
It sounds like he's planning on it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Thank you.
Martin Canteros Paz, congratulations for the 50 episodes. This is the best podcast in Eternia.
Yeah.
one of the crappiest ones on earth. He didn't say that. I did that. That was me. Thank you, Martin.
That's awesome.
Battle Kangaroo, bring it. You guys better not eat all that stuff. Matt, who was chosen not to be one of us three.
Give me the side that you didn't bite at.
Matt's
I turned it. I turned it.
Okay. Jimmy Phillips. No, I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Big congrats. I'm talking into a microphone.
Oh, I
Yeah,
apologize.
and Matt is cramped, right? It looked like one of those wedding cake things.
Well, one of the last times we had Matt on, he was eating and just right in the microphone, and yeah, it wasn't good. It was like feed or something. Jimmy Phillips. Big congrats on the episode milestone. See, it's a milestone.
It is, but
Just a quick opinion on Noah Centineo. I'm going to say it like that because of you, Steve. Being chosen to play He-Man. Not sure if even after going through a physical regimen, if he has the physical chops to play our seminal hero. I know that we can't have exact representations, but I have some doubts about this casting choice. Any thoughts from you guys? Thanks again for all the fun.
I have come to the idea that we're not going to get as big, muscular He-Man as we want. This isn't the 80s.
No, we're probably going to get like that book cover that we looked at earlier.
Yeah.
He's going to be muscular, and he's going to be
muscular. He'll be wearing pants, I bet. And which, everybody knows I'm against. But it is what it is.
That's not even a Motu I'm against. Like, you're just against pants.
That's true. Anytime you can have thighs out,
Yep.
get them out.
Skies out, thighs out.
But, I'm a guy who worshipped Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, those guys that were in those 80s movies.
Mm-hmm.
That, I didn't realize Sylvester Stallone's like 5'1" or something.
Right.
I thought he was a big,
Oh, for
guy,
sure.
Yeah.
He's not that short, but he's not that tall
Right,
either.
right.
Not a tall guy. So growing up in that, I want to see a big guy play He-Man.
Yeah.
And nowadays they're just not pushing that. They're not pushing that type of thing. There's that great meme going around. It says heroes in the 80s, and it shows those guys, and then it shows heroes now, and it shows, Tony Stark, and they're not. I don't know, we gotta play Ant-Man maybe.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd, and
the Hulk guy who plays the Hulk.
yeah,
Ruffalo.
Ruffalo. They're just not. They're not. That's not the trend right now. So I don't think we're gonna get, the big, muscular. He'll be muscular, but he'll have pretty boy abs and.
So 6'1" is, I just looked it up. He's
Okay.
6'1".
Mm-hmm.
So that's
It's a good height.
It's about my height.
I mean, the perfect build for a long time, and he's getting older, and he may be in the Masters movie to some extent. But I've always said the perfect build in a real person nowadays is John Cena.
Okay.
His proportions.
he has the most He-Man action figure proportions.
Yes.
If you look at the guy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he built up his upper body and then also his thighs, just as far as or his legs, like when you see him in just his hat, shirtless, jean short look. Yeah.
So a guy like John Cena would be my pick. That would be something that would make me very happy. Not if it was John Cena. John Cena's too old, and at this point,
He looks a lot like Ernest P. Worrell.
I've seen that picture too.
Hey, Vern.
oh yeah.
See, he's 6 foot.
Yeah.
Right. I don't think it's tall. You
Yeah.
don't need to be tall.
And I feel like it's a lot of some things that are not looked at as well too when you're talking about that, is like the angles, the camera angles, and those the very stoic poses and stuff in those 80s movies with Conan and all that stuff. It like everything. I mean, they just looked bigger because I don't know. Obviously, we had kid eyes watching that stuff, but still, there's some things about that stuff that they just look.
Well, Arnold just has the most. He has just that pleasing build.
Right.
The broad, round shoulders, the biceps. His biceps are You know, honestly, if you judge Arnold by today's standards of bodybuilding, Arnold really, his symmetry is a little off. His biceps are almost too big, but it looks freaking amazing.
Right.
His long legs, he's got that long waist and that turns sideways, his waist just disappears. And that was Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was that. You look at the guy and his body is so damn pleasing. It is. I mean, you know, it is. It's just pleasing to the eye. It is. You know,
I'm not going to argue with you.
You know, but I still don't think that is. Would Arnold's body have worked to play He-Man? Absolutely. Do I think a John Cena build is better? Yep. Blockier. John Cena's a little blockier. He's, you know, I think he is. That is the build that you would want. We gonna get that build? No, we're gonna get.
Do you know who makes all of those guys you're talking about look like a dwarf? Look like dwarves?
Who, the guy that plays the mountain?
No, the guy that actually played him in the movie, who was 6'5", almost 6'6".
Yeah, but then again, I'm
just saying there's some scenes in that movie and some like stills where he's standing next to Tila and Man at Arms where like it looks like he's huge because he is huge.
You're talking about Dolph?
Dolph. But if you were to replace that exact frame with Arnold or John Cena, who would be like eye level / maybe an inch shorter than Man at Arms, it might throw it off a little bit.
But for me,
so I just hope that I hope if Noah's 6'1", just for filming purposes, I think that it'd be cool if they were noticeably looking at, hey, this actor would make a sweet Man at Arms and this actress would make a sweet Tila, and they're also the proper height for it to give us this contrast.
So you think it would be good to have a tall He-Man?
I think that in general, just for visuals on film, to at least a difference in height.
That could be.
See, I never really need him to be tall.
You never thought that?
No, because all the He-Man toys are the same size.
Well, taller but bigger. Like taller is bigger. Like any guy that's going to be 5 inches taller than the person next to them is going to look superior. And He-Man was just always a big guy to me. So him looking eye level to eye level with other people just never really. I don't know.
He's just never been portrayed as bigger except in the movie.
Yeah,
I think 2000X he was bigger. Was he taller than everybody?
Well, he was. Yeah, probably.
Action figure wise.
No, but yeah, I see what
he just stood up straight.
Right. Yeah.
He's all kind of.
I like the contrast of not only looks but sizes, body types, and heights, so that it looks more again like because I'm a 2000X guy. Like I think it was cool that Ram Man was that huge compared to, you know what I mean? Like he wasn't, you know, but they could even cast a dwarf or a little person, excuse me. I'm sorry about that to any of your listeners that have been little people. Do you have any little people listeners?
Not that we know of.
No idea.
Could though.
Podcast listeners, if you happen to be a little person,
write all your hate mail to
Matthew Rodriguez.
I apologize on behalf of the cast for letting me.
So we're not going to get that. All that junk we just hashed out and talked about, it's not happening. I've already come to that conclusion. Would I do? I wish it was. Yes.
But in his most recent interview, listening to the guy has calmed my nerves. I saw him even sit down a month ago with Jimmy Fallon, and it went from just seeing a still picture of him and hearing all the hate to this guy's likable. Like he seems like a likable kid. Sure. He seems like, you know what I mean? Like he doesn't take himself too seriously. Like that's, I guess where I'm at with that.
We've seen his face looks like it, and we've seen a little bit more recent pictures, and he's starting to look a little more built, maybe.
I think, he's going to be lean. He's going to be ripped. He's going to have some veins. I don't know. He's got thin legs from what I can tell. So I don't. That's why I think.
On him, though.
I think they'll work on him. They'll for sure work on him. But I think pants are going to be the way to go because if you're going to go thighs out, you got to have good legs.
Mm-hmm.
And just some guys aren't built to have big legs. Like John Cena, he is. He not only are his legs muscular and he's worked on them and he's made them bigger.
Right.
You know, like me. If I wasn't fat, when I was young, you guys have seen pictures of me when I was young. I had big legs. I had big, strong legs. Matt, there's no way Matt could work out for me and Matt worked out I would have bigger legs than Matt in the end. That just would always
That
be.
is correct.
You know, his legs might get bigger, they might get more muscular. I'm still going to have bigger legs than him if we were both in shape.
Yeah.
And I think Noah's one of those guys that is going to always have thin legs no matter what. You know, and then by putting pants on, they can actually hide that a little bit.
Boots. Yeah. So I think we're okay. All three of us are kind of okay with this decision.
Yeah, I'm okay with the decision. I don't think it's going to be the ruin of the movie
No.
by any means.
Do you think that they're going to do any CGI to him type of?
That's
I'm
a thing,
hoping
too.
they do. I want
okay,
that,
okay.
but I don't know if they will.
Right, that's something too. Maybe he'll just be buff for Prince Adam, and maybe they'll CG him up for kind of
Like kind of how they did Hulk in
like
Endgame.
Hulk. Yeah.
Where like you can see the actor in there type of.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
All right. So thank you, Jimmy. Nick Peterson. The filmmakers for the new Masters of the Universe come to you and ask you which characters' stories that help explain the origins you believe are important to have incorporated in the new movie franchise. What stories are most important?
Movie opens up. Marlena is crashing on Eternia.
I'm listening. Oh, is that right?
Is that
I'm
all?
just
is that,
saying.
is that all?
He said, "What stories?" I think that story
So you
is
definitely
kind of cool.
You
No.
definitely want
Okay.
He-Man to be from, or
Earth.
Adam to be from Earth.
So
Yeah.
the reason why
Sort
I
of.
say don't
Sort of.
open with that, the reason why I feel like that's possibly Sorceress and Man at Arms halfway through the movie letting Prince Adam know his true, or 2000X just did it so well with that, like the opening scene of Skeletor
Just
or
watched it
Keldor,
last night.
yeah, Keldor becoming Skeletor, where just a little bit of taste of history, like where you're just thrown right into this mix of this battle.
Mhm.
I think it was just so awesome.
So putting together the castle, I got that. For those of you who don't know, I got the Mega Constructs Castle Grayskull. Putting it together, Claire's working with me. Claire and I are putting this thing together, and she's messing with the minifigures, and she's like, "Why is Tila green?" and asking me all these questions, and then she goes, "Dad, why? Where'd Skeletor come from?"
Oh
And when you get that question, what do?
You put in the DVD.
Yeah.
Well, pretty close.
Yeah.
Pull up the iPad and I
Okay.
search episode 1 from
The beginning.
The beginning, yeah. And we watched that scene.
It's so good.
And I'm like, "That's where Skeletor came from." And she's like, "Well," and then I'm like, "Well, kind of. That's where Skeletor came from in this canon."
Yeah,
and then she got all mixed up, and I'm like, "Just don't worry. This is it. This is
Yeah.
how it happened."
So you didn't tell her about butt cheek Skeletor then?
And I kind of did a little bit, because then she was asking me why why does Man at Arms not have a mustache? Because I had both Man at Arms out,
Right.
and then it was like, all right, I broke open the mini comic book, and I'm like, let's see, in the beginning he didn't have a mustache, and then I did happen to come up the page when Skeletor says he was a demon from another dimension,
Yeah.
and I said, see, this isn't the Keldor story.
And just like any lore for me, like with any sort of property, whether it be Marvel or whatever, like, and I like X-Men a lot too, I'm fully accepting of like the best version of wherever it came from. And so for me, watching that scene from the beginning, I'm like, I can bypass the couple mini comic pages for this.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm accepting of pretty much any version. I have grown to love the original first 4 mini comics,
Mhm.
and those early stories, just because it's just so different and just a little bit darker, and it really resonates with me.
Mm-hmm.
But I would totally be fine with like a live action version of like the 2000X. With Steve saying the Marlena crashing on Earth and all that stuff, I don't think that should not be included. So I think that there should be a nod to that or
Mhm.
something, or I don't know how they could do it. I don't know if it needs to be a huge part of it or what, but yeah.
So the elements I think have always been fascinating, and there's that part of it. Randor's disappointment in Adam. I like the dual disappointed in Adam.
Yeah.
And the fact that Adams eventually has to continue to play that role.
Mhm.
But see, now here's the
And the
scary
admiration for He-Man by his own father.
right. The scary part is though, everything's been kind of doing away with, you know,
Yeah, secret identities.
yeah.
Yeah.
They're
so
going
with-
by the
with-
wayside.
With
I don't
Iron
agree with it.
Man and with
You know,
So
Iron
there's-
Man was fine because Iron Man never really had a secret identity too much in the comics. Right?
Well, but people didn't know it was him. Like, it wasn't until more recent comics that they followed where he goes, I am Iron Man in the movie, where everyone's like, oh, we're going to bypass this. Who is Iron Man? And so it wasn't a secret identity, I would think. It was more of a nobody knew who Iron Man was, as far as what I remember.
I don't know. I guess I didn't really read a lot of that. But
No.
go ahead, Jeremy. You were trying to say something.
I think that kind of just scares me. Like I really like the transformation sequence, and we never got it in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
and it would be nice to get that. So I do want that part in the story. I want a Prince Adam, He-Man.
And
Deal.
you read Sean Scarvana's description of what he would have changed. You might have I talked to him a little bit, and he said, wouldn't it have been amazing, because he really likes that character, Kevin, the actor that plays Kevin in the movie.
Mhm.
And he said, wouldn't it have been amazing if when He-Man on the top of those buildings throws down his power sword, and then all of a sudden it was like Kevin, or like an actor, like all of a sudden it became, and like it was like
Right.
boom, it was the first time it was even mentioned in the movie, because we know that they went with the mini comics and the fact that there was no Prince Adam. It was just they kind of played up that angle, so they weren't touching that. So for me, like you, I love that transformation, and I love the dual identity. Keep this a secret. Holy crap, the girl that I want to be with, she actually likes me, but she doesn't know it's me. There's so many layers of that are incredible,
That would have been cool.
but also. Yeah. Oh, but then him getting whipped, a kid like that getting
Yeah,
whipped by
yeah.
Blade
Oh,
instead
man.
would have been crazy.
Yeah.
But part of me thinks there's so much more that could go wrong with going down that road
Yeah.
as completely as my mind wants it to.
Had they like written a good follow up to that moment, like that would be pretty cool to see him kind of shrink down or whatever.
Yeah.
I never viewed that as following the original comic, so I always kind of saw it as it was just a continuation of what was happening, sort of in the cartoon.
Well, he was already He-Man, but from what I've read and seen documentaries on, that they were bypassing the Filmation completely because some of those guys that were doing the designs and doing the storylines and stuff like that didn't like it. So they were going to the roots where it was just he got the power, he was
Gotcha.
He-Man, like Ular style, and then because there's no mention of king or queen or there's no mention of any Filmation-ish stuff.
That is true. I just assumed
In
they
the
were all
movie.
like beat up or captured or something. Yeah, you're right though. There's no king, queen, no
I just
nothing.
figured they were all off camera.
Yeah, they were off camera somewhere.
But-
Orko was in that story. He was just
But if they were
never brought
referencing,
up.
if they were not mentioning, but if it was sort of following Filmation or anything like that, shouldn't he have turned back into Prince Adam like he did in the cartoons when he loses the sword?
Hmm.
It'd have
Well,
been cool.
I don't know if he.
Yeah, he doesn't do
I
it
don't
like
think
when
he does.
loses the sword because
He does it
he's-
when he says, "Let the power return."
yeah, because he's thrown the sword at.
Didn't he lose the sword in one, and he was thought that Adam was going to be no more? Wasn't there a one where he didn't think he could go back to being Adam?
Oh, there was one where he said he would never become He-Man again.
I know
He-Man
that
no more.
happened.
Prince Adam No More was the name of an episode. So
Interesting.
And
Hey.
the problem with power, he threw with a sword
Yeah,
down the
yeah,
abyss,
yeah.
so he could never become He-Man.
Hmm.
But I think there was another one where he was like,
yeah, the opposite. of
Maybe your
so
fans can chime in too.
Anyway.
Yeah,
we should do
it's cool.
another episode
So-
of reviews when they
to wrap that up, transformation sequence for me
Mm-hmm.
has to be there.
It's got to happen.
For me, the opening of the movie, it pans over a beautiful Eternia and Eternos, and Prince Adam is laying in the hay, and Cringer is by his side, and he's being about to get yelled at by somebody in the guard saying that he's supposed to be training or something like that. Because that just, I feel like that would be a fun little like.
It's got to be Tila. Tila's got a barge in on him, all hot,
Right.
Yeah.
No pants.
thighs out.
Skies up,
Adam!
thighs out.
Are you laying it down again? Flick her hair.
Yeah.
Too
Your
much
dad's looking for
cleavage.
my dad's looking for you.
Basically, we all have we have similar ideas, but if those things get hit, we'll be good.
We'll see.
Mark Allen, happy 50th. You guys are awesome, and listening to your podcast always brightens my day and scratches my master's itch. You're very welcome.
Nice, Mark. That's what we wanted to do, is scratch that itch.
Nate Barch,
Hey.
Yes.
how many licks does it take tongue lasher to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
Ooh, good question.
Oh, man. Like one.
Yeah, he just wraps it around it, and by the time it
I was
goes
going there
back,
too.
I was going there too. I figured he wrapped around the whole
Yep.
thing,
By the time it gets
and then
into
while
his
he's
mouth,
pulling it back,
yep.
Exactly.
I was
We all did that at the same time.
exactly.
Look at that.
Aw, thanks, Nate. See you in a week.
Yeah.
Close. Richard Haynes. Hey, guys. Hi. I just wanted to share with you the way I now personally collect. I've now realized trying to collect all of classics is difficult, especially when I love so much of what else is out there. My plan is to try and have a representation of each icon related to Masters of the Universe from my childhood. So, Omega Constructs Castle Grayskull, the classic Snake Mountain, the Pop Culture Shock statue of Filmation He-Man, etc. I'm going to go for only one of the Mondo figures, and it'll have to be Man-at-Arms.
Good choice. I think
That's a
badass.
very good choice.
There's so much out there, and when I finally display everything, I think I'll surround each item with photos of all other related items that I can't afford to get.
I love that he's going at it with a plan.
Yeah.
I kind of think, and I've gotten to this mindset that sometimes collecting, there's a funness to collecting when you can't have it all.
Yeah.
There is a part of that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just like when you were a kid. I don't know about you guys, but I couldn't have it all.
Oh, no.
So- Those agonizing choices
Yeah, do I get
at
this
the
guy
store.
or this guy?
When you're
You
pointing at the Sears catalog,
That happened once
just
for
saying.
a special occasion.
I circled everything in this year's catalog, but
I
forgot it.
remember circling
I
things
never
in like
got
the
it.
in like the ads for Toys R Us and
Yeah,
stuff like
basically the whole thing would be circled.
Because then your collection becomes kind of a representation of you.
Yeah.
Your choices.
Yeah, these are the
that. I
choices.
can't wait to see his
Yeah.
picture.
Me too. I hope he sends it to us when
Yeah, for
he
sure.
takes that picture.
For sure. Paul Guyton. Happy 50th episode, guys. I want to take this opportunity to thank the pair of you for the hours of entertainment you've given us. Such an awesome podcast. Quick question. Over the past 50 episodes, what is the most interesting fact you've learned about Masters of the Universe?
Wow.
That Skeletor didn't wear underwear in the beginning.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, we just reference it a lot now. I never would have done that before. This is actually a really difficult
Yeah,
question.
mine I'm just gonna throw out is that in that record book or in that book that we were reading that one time, Evelyn became like a vulture.
No, because she became Screech.
Yeah.
Screech, but
And
it
I
was
think
like but it
Screech was
referenced-
described as a vulture.
Yeah, he was described as a vulture, or she at the time was described as a vulture. I thought that was
Yeah,
super interesting.
that whole record was such an eye opener. I was actually listening to it like at work because it's on YouTube, so I was just like listening to it. Most interesting fact.
Gosh, I don't know. There's so much that we've kind of learned. Oh, I know. I guess I kind of knew this, but I didn't stick with me until we reviewed the first 4 mini comics.
Mhm.
That He-Man's harness had a button
Yes.
to shut it off.
Yes. It was like right in the
Yeah.
We just assumed it was the chest or whatever it was. Yeah, and the fact that he had two
You
harnesses.
had 2 harnesses. One was for invulnerability.
Yep.
And something was for
One was for strength or something.
strength
like
or something.
that,
Yeah. That's some crazy stuff.
It basically, and we read them probably many times before that, but it really sunk in when we actually sat down and like discussed it.
Yeah.
So,
Like, I haven't forgotten that now.
Right. So those early comics right there, that's probably all of that is probably the most interesting stuff, because I got to sit down with Steven here and, you know, wax lyrical about it and learn some interesting past. It's now become probably my favorite version of He-Man. So
yeah, fun stuff.
Thanks, Paul. Larry Eleftherios Sidrakis. Congrats on 50. Keep up the fun podcast. That's the plan, Larry. That's the plan. Pete McCarthy. He left, so you can't hear our answer. He'll never listen to this.
No.
I could have just skipped over it, but I like to do this. I'm sure Travis will hear it. I have a question. How can you think that 50 is a big deal? Come talk to me when you have 3 times that and 2 successful live shows under your belts. Amateurs.
I already addressed that question.
Yeah.
50 isn't a big deal because we're going to do so many more.
That's right.
Eat it, Pete.
Eat it, Pete. Queen Ketzaley says, wow, it's been 2 years already? Nice. I'm still catching up on episodes, but Poe 2 remains my favorite Masters podcast.
Oh, thanks.
Can't wait to see you guys at PowerCon.
We cannot wait either.
I know, we will do this. Dylan Wright says, congrats, you guys. My question, are you guys going to read the newer He-Man comics after you finish the Dark Horse collection?
I don't know. We really haven't made a solid plan here, but I thought we were kind of tentatively we're going to go maybe to do the older comics, Star Comics. Is that what you were thinking?
Yeah, I was thinking because, I mean...
So the answer is yes. Just
I think he means
net.
the new, doesn't he mean the DC stuff that's relevant? That's recent?
I'm assuming, unless he's talking about the new...
And I don't think we'll get to those.
Yeah, it all depends. I mean, this
You will?
Because I want to get into that newspaper strip.
Yeah, the newspaper strips.
And that thing has got a ton of...
You know how many more shows you guys are going to
That's
do?
true.
I know, right? Yeah. It's true. I mean, who knows? But, I mean, our plan... I would like to get into those original, like the
Star
DC
comics.
the DC and then the Star
Okay.
Marvel. I wouldn't even mind dipping into the original, record books or golden books and stuff like that too.
Mm-hmm. Like the one that you're giving out in the prize.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it'd be fun. So we have to kind of look over that stuff anyway. We don't have everything, so maybe something where we have to either purchase something or just find pictures online or something.
Yeah.
I'll go to the library.
And also, I mean, there's that. I mean, there's even New Adventures stuff and there's She-Ra stuff. And I think we already kind of said we're not going to read through all the She-Ra. Maybe we could do like a wrap up of it, or like a big review of all of it or something.
Here's the reason I think we're not going to read is
Voices.
Yeah. I think listening
voices.
to 2 guys try to do girl voices is going to be extremely annoying.
Yeah.
If we had some girls that would come in and read those things, and we could just pop in and be side tertiary stuff, but I don't know if we
Hordak
can.
occasionally.
Yeah, I don't think we can really. I don't know any girls around here that would commit to that.
Right. I was say Laura said she would make an appearance on the podcast at some point, but I don't think that she would do that. I might be able to talk Lily into doing something, but I don't know. Get her to come to every show. That's not going to happen. So, we'll see. We need to figure that out. If you guys have suggestions, go ahead. Tim Sawyer, congrats on 50 episodes. Will you still talk to us when you're famous after attending PowerCon? We attended there last year, and we still talk to you guys.
And we are not famous.
And we are not famous. Nor will PowerCon make us famous. We will be just like everyone else there, trying to buy stuff and watch panels and hang out with people from around the world that we talk to online. And each other. Yeah. Jimothy Bagtaz. Congratulations, fellas, on making it to episode 50. I have to say that I truly enjoy listening to each episode. It lets me take a break from the hectic day-to-day BS and allows me to bask in the nostalgia of what I loved as a kid. Your humor, your genuine love for the line, and your keen pulse on all things masters in the community never let me down. Keep up the amazing work. I look forward to the next 50.
Thanks.
That's pretty good.
I like that.
Thanks, Jim.
Makes me feel good.
I like Jim. I do.
Me too.
I like Jim.
Courtney Bishotti.
Hey, I know that name.
What are your thoughts/feelings about exposing your families to PowerCon next week? How do you think they'll react?
This is a question for you guys more than me.
That's true.
Because she's going to be in the lobby. She's going to see some people. She's going to say hi to some people. But as far as I know, she has no plans of going. So,
You don't think that she snuck and bought her own tickets?
It would surprise me if she did.
Would you?
Because she's got those days booked.
Yeah.
She's going on a tour. She's going, she's going to be doing that stuff.
All three of my kids are genuinely excited, with running Tulip City and then being involved with that down in Holland, the Comic-Con that I kind of do annually. They just it's just fun for them. So this being a little bit more He-Man focused, I think that they get a kick out of because they know how, big into He-Man I am. So, and I think it's just going to be fun.
Your family all loves each other, though.
That is true.
You all love each other a lot.
That is true. Now, if I can convince my wife to dress up like Tila one day,
Oh, there you go.
that could be kind of cool.
No, I think all of our families love us, but
Matt's boy's a jerk.
Oh, there's no denying that. There's no denying that. But when I get home and I have my 2000X castle that's complete, and I know it's complete, and I have one in the basement that's not complete that he's supposed to be playing with, but he's playing with my complete one, and it's all pieces all over the place, and the walls are, popped off and everything. And part of me in my head just wants to say that little son of a gun. And then part of me thinks, he's playing with He-Man Castle stuff. Like, I can't get too mad. So hopefully he enjoys it very much, and he gets super nervous when I make him take pictures with cosplay people. So if there's a She-Ra or a Tila or random people like that, and he's just standing there blushing because he's a 10-year-old boy, and there's somebody in a She-Ra costume, it's going to be pretty funny. So how about your girl and daughter?
I think Laura is going to be really, really receptive to all of it. She likes going to cons, and something that she just kind of grew into in recent years because of actually meeting you guys and going to all these toy shows and stuff. Like she's really liking it. So
Awesome.
She definitely wants to check out the con. She said she'd be interested in watching the Bloody Man preview thing. She's like, I like horror stuff. I'm like, yes, we do. They both like collecting, her and my daughter. So I'm sure that they'll go through the con. I bought them tickets and stuff. I'm sure they'll go through it and find some things they want. I think Lily might get a little bored at some point because she's just used to watching me blah, 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 blah,
Right.
with people that she doesn't know. Laura is actually pretty interested in hanging out with some of the people and meeting these people that I talk to online.
Right.
And, so
People that you reference probably at home.
Right,
She's
yeah.
like, I don't know who that is.
I'm like, Penny Dreadful, and she's like, nope. I'm like, you're gonna. So, yeah. They won't be there Saturday. I mean, probably hang out afterwards or whatever after they do that tour thing. But yeah, no, I think they're gonna.
Courtney will see people in the lobby, and I don't think there'll be any surprises.
We'll see.
There you go.
We'll see.
Is that your last question?
That is my last question.
Okay, so before you move on,
I forgot about this.
I have my own list of questions that I asked people, and they gave us a few. So this is going to be one solid straight minute of fast questions and fast answers. Is that okay with you?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Travis Bowles. Which host will make a bigger fool of himself at PowerCon? Who do you guys think?
Probably me, and it will involve alcohol and being up late.
My answer is Steve. It's going to be Steve because he always gets this kind of nervous, giggly little kid face on him whenever he's like slightly nervous being around somebody that he thinks is really cool. And so my answer is Steve. Is it true that Steve and Jeremy refer to a night of man love not as a trip to Pound Town, but instead a trip to the Fright Zone?
No, I call it a trip to Snake Mountain.
Boom! That's the answer.
Well,
Justice Curry, I have a feeling that all the three of you will go through your entire lives loving He-Man. Which, in each of your opinions, will be the first one to lose their passion for the hobby and drift away, and why? I literally don't see that happening with any of us.
I don't either. Like, I can't say.
Yeah, that's pretty difficult.
The way he stated the question, I'm like, it's just a very foreign. Lose my passion for the hobby and drift away.
No.
No. Luke Coolikamp. Which of you is more likely to dress up as She-Ra at their own super soft birthday party? That is me.
Yep.
Which host's sweet ass would be more valuable to trade as goods in prison?
Matt's.
Definitely Matt.
Yeah.
Especially if I'm dressed like She-Ra at the time, right? Those are all of my questions and all of my answers. So thanks to my listeners of my Facebook page that chimed in, and thanks for allowing you guys to let me be a small part of this. So
Awesome.
That's funny. All right, now this time for.
did you want this?
After.
Okay. I didn't want to eat it during it.
It is time for a mini comic. Can't wait. This is going to be great. Matthew brought his own book.
I brought my book.
Even though I was ready for him.
I have had this book for a very long time, and I have not opened it as much as I should. So I figured I might as well give it an open. What page are we on, boys?
Coming up.
777. Praise the Lord.
Hallelujah.
All right, getting situated here.
Oh, this looks good, guys.
Yeah.
This looks good.
Those darn snake men look like they're going to make an appearance here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I don't think that's a piggyback riding contest that they're in on that cover.
No, does not look like it. Looks like attacking going on. I need to see what characters we have in here.
Okay.
We got King Hiss. We've got Tongue Lashor. We've got Ratlor. We've got Skeletor. King and Queen. The Tower of Power himself. Wow. Well, obviously, I'm Extendar. I'm the Tower of Power.
Mm-hmm.
And you're Skeletor, obviously.
Yes.
I think Matthew should be Snake Man. Except for King Hiss.
Okay.
Because you're King Hiss, right?
Yes. And you're He-Man.
Yes, there we go.
You're King Hiss and He-Man.
Mm-hmm. That's all I need.
So I've got a couple Snake Men. Looks like I got a little Tongue Lashor and a little Ratlor.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, this is going to be
you
good.
guys got the stilts in this one too. Oh, and then looks like we get down to a little bit of Queen Marlena at one
it's
point.
a little fun.
Yep.
So the art looks a little rushed. It is done by Bruce Timm, which we've seen him do some, or the pencils anyway. We've seen him do some really amazing stuff. So some goofy, interesting takes on this. Not bad at all though. So the issue is called Snake Attack. It has Extendar and the King and Queen and Ratlor jumping on He-Man's back and Tongue Lashor in the background with a sort of swampy looking area. No Castle Grayskull on the cover.
Perfect.
All right.
inside the citadel of evil known as Snake Mountain.
Impossible! Even with all our power, King Hiss. Oh, wait.
Mhm.
Yep, that's it. Even with all our power, King Hiss, we still can't think of a way to defeat He-Man.
We can easily conquer Eternia, Skeletor. If only that accursed hero were out of the way. Snake turned.
King Hiss is holding a ball, a mirror ball.
Looking at He-Man through it somehow.
Looks like he was just changing and about ready to shoot Battle Cat.
Why does King Hiss spend so much time with Skeletor, Rattler? We're more useful to King Hiss than that sorcerer will ever be. And I know just how to improve it. I might not know how to talk, but I know how to prove it. King Hiss, Rattler and I will destroy He-Man for you.
Hiss, return to the swamps to rest, you buffoon. You may, however, destroy He-Man for me.
Skeletor?
It almost looks as if so King Hiss took off a quick second ago.
Yeah.
And Skeletor was in his throne.
Yes.
Right. So he walked in. He's like cast in shadow, and then like that show, The Voice, he spun around.
The chair turned.
Yep. And went hiss, and it clicks in place, and it
Like they
caught.
thought they were going in to talk to King Hiss.
Right.
Luckily, he didn't say anything like too mean about Skeletor.
Yeah.
Skeletor? Well, I don't know. I mean...
I always knew you were a braggart tongue lasher. I'll see that King Hiss hears of this.
No. We'll do it. You'll see.
Ha! Take what you need from Snake Mountain, but remember one thing. Either we will see the last of He-Man, or we will see the last of you.
Meanwhile, at the Palace of Eternia,
This is a big day for you, Extendar.
Prince Adam, I don't deserve to meet your parents, the king and queen. I'm not a real hero like He-Man. Oh, that's the queen.
Nonsense.
Your Majesty.
Our son has told us of your courage, Tower of Power. Would you show us something of your power, perhaps?
And boom! I don't know what they're standing on, but it's some sort of disky thing. And
Yeah,
it comes,
Like it flies.
yeah. It comes,
Lady, when you mention power, you mention tongue lasher for you.
What the?
Skeletor made this disc, but he didn't have the brains to use it right. Where's He-Man? Tongue lasher, look!
something's moving under that rumble we just made.
there's a big pile of rocks all over the floor because that disc they rode in on Tongue Lasher and Rattler.
That's not He-Man.
Call me Extendar. I get big.
This is so great. This is the best writing ever. I love it. I can't breathe.
I get big. The bigger I get, the stronger I get.
Now wait a minute here. As he gets bigger, your voice changes.
Does it? Is it supposed to? I haven't.
He's not under Skeletor's control anymore.
Oh, I thought it was when he got big, he turned into like.
We can change our canon as we go.
Okay.
along.
I just was going on the on
You
how
want,
you-
should I? Should I?
I just was going on how I thought you did it last year, but you do what you want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
get back to normal. Unless you want something to happen to the king and queen,
This is so much.
go find He-Man or else.
All right. You win. For now.
Hey,
Adam,
You see- yeah.
yeah.
Adam booking out the door. Whoa.
take charge of the prisoners, Rattler. I'll be back with one more.
those are King Hiss's snake men, and they're looking for He-Man. They should be more careful about what they want, because they just might get it. By the power of Grayskull! I have the power!
Don't run, little prince. You can't escape Tongue Lasher. Uh-oh. Help!
So yeah, he runs. So did you explain that? He thinks he's chasing down Prince Adam, but when he finally catches up to whoever,
He was
to him,
chasing.
it's He-Man, and he's like, "Oh, whoa, uh-oh!" And
So then he turns.
Help!
don't run away, Tongue Lasher. We have so much to talk about. What's that sound?
Rattler's battle rattle always rattles before he strikes. You fell right into our trap. Rattler will keep you busy while my venom stops you for good.
So he obviously used his tongue and slapped He-Man on the
Yeah.
chest with it.
That doesn't even slow me down, Tongue Lasher. But it is slowing him down because the next thing is your venom is it's spreading.
My venom spreads. It hardens. In seconds, you won't be able to move a muscle. You're nothing more than a living statue now, He-Man. A trophy for our master, King Hiss.
No, I still don't feel much like a real hero.
So they're flying away on their disc with statue He-Man, and it looks like they actually got the king and queen as well. And Extendar's.
Extendar's got really low self-esteem.
He sure does.
He's just
Poor guy.
I still don't feel like much of a hero, but I've got to live up to Prince Adam's faith in me. Extendar reaches for He-Man.
Maybe it's that lisp that's got him down.
Tongue Lasher. He's got He-Man. No matter. We've got the king and queen.
Looks like his arm reached far enough up to grab that statue of
Yes,
frozen He-Man and pull him back down.
Besides, nothing can help that hero now. He'll be a prisoner of my venom forever.
Well, it's no use. He just bangs on He-Man's chest. All my giant strength, and I could barely put a crack in the coating around He-Man. Skeletor's finally won.
And it looks like that little crack. It looks like the statue of He-Man's kind of vibrating.
Yep, it's
or moving a
vibrating.
little
It
bit.
totally worked.
And
And
thanks, Extendar. That crack gave me just enough room to move and to break free. Come on, we've got to save the king and queen. We can't let Rattler and Tongue Lasher reach Snake Mountain with them.
we'll never catch up to them in time.
True, but we can reach Castle Grayskull.
The home of the Sorceress?
We'll grab some Stilt Stalkers, and I'll explain on the way.
Soon. We see that flying disc again with the statued king and queen.
We did it, Rattler. We conquered Eternia.
I gotta say, these villains are doing good.
They're
They're
lasting longer than
successful so far, yeah.
the evil warriors have been. You know.
King Hiss will think we're wonderful. Maybe he'll make me his right-hand viper.
Can I just say that the art in that picture is actually pretty darn good?
I think there's a lot of good.
Especially the background and all that scene. Snake Mountain in the background and stuff.
I can't wait to laugh in Skeletor's face. He thought we couldn't defeat He-Man.
Who knows? Maybe he was right.
He-Man? On Steel Stalkers? Or that toy you should buy? And the other hero?
That's Extendar, the Tower of Power.
You can buy him.
You can buy him at your local Kmart for $4.44.
Or a Sears catalog?
Right under that, look for the Stilt Stalker. Looks like the Sorcerer's Space Warp got us here just in time. Now you know why Skeletor doesn't use this flying disc. No seatbelts.
He-Man grabs it and they just go flying, along with the parents. Except Extendar catches them. The king and queen are safe, He-Man. Let's get out of here.
No one leaves. You're all my prisoners.
Our friends have other ideas. Extendar?
Ha! Rattler caught you off guard. You don't stand a chance against both of us.
If you're such a team, don't let me come between you.
Ooh, Rattler just went to, or Tongue Lasher just went to lick He-Man, and He-Man threw Rattler over him, and looks like he caught him right in the eyeball.
Yeah, he definitely licked Rattler.
Look what you made me do to Rattler. I am going to give it to you.
Sorry, but I don't want it.
Pow!
Pow! And
He-Man just knocks him in the face and he's flying.
Rattler's going flying.
Tongue Lasher.
Sorry, Tongue Lasher. You don't mind if I give it back, do you? This is so great.
When I get my hands on He-Man.
He totally went flying into like
Swamp.
swamp, and look at what he's pushing up on as he starts to get up out of the swamp.
King Hiss is like resting under the water.
Yeah, he was
Like in
sleeping.
swampy water. That's where he takes his naps.
Who dares disturb my sleep?
King Hiss.
You'll pay for this, Tongue Lasher.
But your serpentness, I can explain.
And Tongue Lasher runs away.
Yes.
That will keep him busy for a while. Someday, I'll come back and clean out this den of snakes. But we've done enough for today. So, let's go home.
The sorceress's magic space warp appears. And soon in the Palace of Eternia.
That's the queen. That's you, Matt.
Green first. It's on top. Don't you write comics?
In thanks for your help today, Extendar, we welcome you to the ranks of Eternia's heroic warriors.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty. It's nice of you to say I'm a hero. I still don't feel like one.
And nothing we could say would make you a hero. It's something you are in your heart. Everyone who has courage and hates injustice is a heroic warrior. Extendar, welcome aboard.
Aww.
Yeah.
Shake hands and friends. And
Good for him.
I liked that one
I actually really like this one, too.
because I think that the last few comics we've read have kind of been stinkers.
Yeah.
And this one's good.
This one's fun and kind of suggestive, but it was fun. How cool, man. I like that we get some snake men. It's not that I don't like the Horde, but you know, they
Yeah.
have been kind of stinkers.
Yeah, and we got Skeletor in there.
Yeah, we got some Skeletor, and I like your Tongue Lasher. It was nice.
Was it okay? I thought it was
Yeah,
going a little
no, it's
bit too
good.
Cobra Khan, but
No, it was perfect.
I for one, okay, so Extendar the toy,
Yes.
I never had growing up, and I'd randomly see him at like flea markets and stuff like that, but he'd always be more money than the other guys.
Mhm.
And obviously he didn't look like He-Man figures, and it was a different mold and all that other stuff. I have grown to really just kind of like him more than I used to, I guess. Your opinions on Extendar?
He's still kind of in the middle for me. No nostalgia for him. I didn't know he even existed. I remember around the time 2000X came out, I went to a buddy's house and we pulled out a big tub of his old toys.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember grabbing him specifically and looking at my buddy's mom and going, this guy wasn't a He-Man. She's like, oh, yes, he was. I'm like, oh, well, you know more than me. And it was true. She did.
Extender was the last figure I ever got in the He-Man, the original Masters of the Universe line. So yeah, I did think he was cool. I equated him to, like, he doesn't look like the rest of the Masters of the Universe figures, but kind of the same way Ram Man doesn't. You know, he's just different. He's just a little bit different build. And at that time, they were doing some different things anyways with a lot of those later
pretty
figures.
much all those figures near the end kind of had their own deal.
And I've always liked Knights, and I always just thought that was kind of cool.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I've always kind of liked Extender.
So good.
Very cool. Thanks for letting me read that with you guys.
Well, yeah, you came on the show.
Thanks for coming on the show. Thanks for, being part of us.
Yeah, for being our third wheel, baby.
Thanks.
So, man, we're getting pretty close to wrapping up.
Can I share real quick something? Or we got you guys showing off anything?
I
just wanted to share with your
everything.
I just wanted to share with your listeners. I usually don't have anything to show, but I was at a Comic-Con recently, and I found a couple little cool random things that I bought, so I wanted to share with you guys. I have this Burger King Pepsi cup, and I noticed you guys already actually have one in here, but this one features Too Bad and Roboto and Tila.
Should we read it real quick?
Oh, yeah, if you want to, I guess, yeah.
Sure, you got Orko.
So it's a comic book on a cup.
Yeah.
Grab that pesky little bad magician. Oh, that's Skeletor.
Yeah, but you got a whistle.
Oh.
Grab that pesky little magician, Too Bad. Now he is my prisoner.
He-Man, hurry, Orko needs our help.
Oh, He-Man, there we are.
Head him off, Roboto.
Oh, I'm outnumbered.
It's nice to have friends you can always count on.
There you go.
There you go. Hey, that's the cup. So I got that cup, and I got two other things. I got a golden book. I have the power. I think I talked to you guys about it before, but I think it's a pretty common one as far as what I've seen in the past. But I always like to add the opening with the planet. And,
I have that book, and it's from my childhood.
oh, that's awesome. So
One of the few
I
things
have this book that I got, and then this is my favorite of the three just because I found a near outside of the last sketch on the page, a couple numbers.
That's
it's like
old
somebody did
people
math.
writing, too.
Old people writing
Yeah.
math.
I have that book.
Was a theme. It says theme book, but it's basically just a notebook with a He-Man cover on it.
Yep.
The art's really cool. What's funny is if you look at the Skeletor on there, he actually looks like the wall hang that I have because the head fell off of the staff, broke off of the staff. And it's super weird because if you think, I think they probably looked at that wall hang to draw this art, and theirs was broken too because that's just super weird that there's not the head on his staff.
Wow, you're right. I was thinking it was the sword, but when you look at it, no, it's held the other way, and that's his staff, and there's no head on it.
Yeah. So this is kind of an untouched, all lined paper book. And going to PowerCon, I thought it'd be really cool because I love getting commissions from artists. I like buying prints and stuff, but I kind of like that one of a kind. I'll pay a little bit extra just to get a commission drawn specifically for me. I thought that would be really cool if I get commissions, I can start getting He-Man commissions of He-Man and Masters characters in this notebook.
That would be awesome.
So something that I could keep
That's great.
forever.
Get some signatures and stuff too.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, just thought I'd share that with you guys.
Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Perfect.
So, there it is. Episode 50 of the Podcasters in the Universe. We will be at PowerCon next week. Join us if you can. Sell the family dog, buy a plane ticket, and come out and hang out with us.
It's an old dog.
Or drive there. Yeah, it's an old dog anyway. Find us on the internet. We're on social media with Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. And we're going to set up a email. And be sure to take your pictures of action figures out in the wild somewhere. Make it interesting. We have a contest going on with a lot of stuff to win.
Win
So,
that contest.
that's it.
All right, everybody. That's it for a little while. Matt, thanks for coming in. Jeremy, thanks for 50 episodes of fun.
I love you,
Couldn't have
man.
done it without you.
He doesn't love me back.
What do you mean I don't love you back?
I love you.
Say it! Say it!
Jeremy, freaking love you.
Yeah!
It's true. Anyways, I hate it when these episodes come to an end. Episode 50 is now ending, and we're starting on 51 next time.
There might be a
heading towards-
PowerCon special though in there.
Oh, yeah, we'll have something.
Yeah.
But we've got some things coming down, and it's, we're taking a little break, but it won't be that long. And until then, we'll see you around the universe.
Figured it'd be a lengthy episode.
Sorry.
No, it's totally fine. It's a special episode. Oh, that's still going. I should probably stop it.
I've got all. No, never mind.
What?
No,
What, you have all of them? Is that what you
I
said?
don't have all of them. No.
Oh, my thighs. I lifted stuff down my stairs. Or carried stuff, however you want to say. Oh, it was heavy. All right, thanks for watching us.